Hi, I'm here. Where's chat? Chat, you disappeared. Let me try to fix you. So this oh, there you are. There you are. Okay, it just took a second. Hi. I'm going to truck and do all the good stuff soon. Thank you everybody for showing up. It's going to be a little different this time. It should be okay. But I got the desktop got a new graphics card and it switched from Nvidia to AMD. So a few things aren't working, but this should be work okay. I've only had a few errors. I had to go into settings and change encoders and stuff like that. But hopefully this should be good. No issues, no problems. But you know what time it is. Before I get started, and also hello everybody. Hello everybody. Very glad to see y'all here. Yeah, for some reason, audio capture of Winamp is the only thing so far that's not working, so I have to have that mixed in desktop audio. Unfortunate, but it happens. I guess I better get started on, as we know, the bleak drink. Wait. Where's the... There we go, hold on. Okay. Folks, it's bleak drink time. So, I'm gonna show the drink again, and hi. Does anybody remember? Has anybody seen Connor O'Malley's video, 103 Degree Fever? In that video, it's hard to explain. It's a video about the positivity force, which is a group of people who jack off instead of the help. Basically, it's a video about jacking off. Anyways, I'm mostly thinking about it. Okay, because in it he talks about wanting to see Simpsons Family Guy orgy, and he keeps calling it gorgy, and he's like, everybody's looking so gorgy. Anyways, I'm sorry for this really long interlude about Simpsons and Family Guy stuff, but when I saw this drink and I saw it named Gorgy, I laughed so hard at the HEB that I really ruined myself. Great video. It's one of my favorite videos. I like Connor O'Malley a lot. I don't know about this. It's called Gorgy. It's tropical punch flavored. Caffeine amount. Let's see how much is in here. It doesn't say. 150. Okay, that's not so bad. It features a bunch of vitamins. Good. I'm putting off drinking this. It looks so gorgy. Yeah, we act sweet like Sprite. Sorry, I absolutely love 103 Degree Fever. It's one of my favorite weird videos. Okay, opening it up. Everybody looking so gorgy. All right. Here we go. Smells good. I'm trucking on stream. Okay, here we go. Okay, for a 5-calorie energy drink, this isn't bad. I've had a lot of low-calorie energy drinks, and they have not been good. Carmen, thank you for the 50 bits. Amiga Dos, an excellent friend, as opposed to Amiga Uno and Amiga Tres. Okay, so today's drink, not the best. I gotta be real. Still has a lot of an aftertaste, but as for a 5-calorie energy drink, this is not bad. Unfortunately, the name is Gorgy, which is one of the worst names for a drink. Why would you do that? The drink is clear. It is a clear drink. It no artificial colors. No arta. Okay, so I'm going to read the back. It says, Gorgy Energy for All. It says, created with followers and friends. Does anybody know what that means? Oh, it's got biotin in it? Oh. They got all... They're like... It's got ginger for no fucking reason. It says... This is really stupid. It says 0-gram sugar. No way! Yes. 1% in. Okay. It's under biotin, it says high hair, skin, and nails. And under where it says B6 and B12, it says, love that for you. I'm sorry, love that for us. It also says, no nasties. I hate the attitude of this drink. This drink feels like a really bad branded Instagram post, right? Like, However, it does not taste like dog shit. Okay, folks, so Winamp's going to be a little iffy today. I'm definitely going to still be using it. It's just, I'm going to try to make sure we don't get any audio doubling. Yeah, it's marketing nonsense, the drink. Okay. Let's get this out of here. Is that gone? Okay, cool. So first off, we're going to hear 2 tapes about how to use Amiga DOS. This is good. It has an accent that I can't. That's Australian, I think. I think it's Australian. I'm not sure. Also, I did an error. Oops, in American Truck Simulator. I accidentally set myself in Seattle, where I've never been, so I have no job, so I have to truck from Seattle to Austin. So it's gonna be a really long drive. So kids, I hope you're buckled up, ready to go, and ready to learn about Amiga DOS. And this audio leveling is going to be strange this time. Please let me know if anything's too loud, too quiet, all that good stuff. I do like the music.
Hello, my name is Phil Lear, and I would like to welcome you to the exciting world of computing with the Amiga.
Okay, let's go.
The Amiga range of computers represents the future in computing, with the ability to handle different tasks simultaneously and present these tasks using superior graphics capabilities. You will find that whatever your level of experience or your interests, there are Amiga programs that meet your computing needs, from recreation to education to business. You will also find that these programs are substantially less expensive than similar programs for other microcomputers.
The Louisiana DLC is coming out December 4th, and as someone who was born and grew up there, you're so excited. Thank you for the bits. I'm excited too for that one, yeah.
The tapes are designed to get you started and help you to become familiar with the Amiga's powerful operating system, referred to as Amiga DOS. Each of the 4 lessons can be completed in less than 1 hour. Allow yourself enough time at any one sitting to complete one lesson in full. On this first side, you will be taken step by step through the setting up of your computer and introduced to a few of the options available to you. We congratulate you on your choice and wish you well in your admirable task of self-instruction. The first step in using these tapes is to set yourself in a comfortable position so that you can reach your cassette player easily.
Okay.
It's also a good idea to keep close at hand the Amiga DOS manual that was included with these tapes. Please do not skip sections or try to rush through the tapes. Our experiences have shown that
this is going to be our trip.
It's in sequence, you can become an effective Amiga user in less than 4 hours.
Okay. Let's drive.
When, during the tapes, you hear this sound, simply pause or stop the cassette and do whatever I have asked you to do at that time.
Okay, a little demanding.
This doesn't mean that you can't turn the cassette off at other times. You control the speed at which you learn by being in control of the cassette player. Remember, the chime means you must pause the tape and do whatever I have asked you to do at that time.
Jesus, a little demanding.
You will need 6 3.5-inch blank discs during the course of these tapes, so if you do not have any handy, stop the tape and get them now.
Okay. He should demand that I do stupid shit.
The manual contains what are called AIM pages that you will find a tremendous help in getting to know the procedures required for operating your Amiga effectively.
Okay.
Stop the tape for a few moments now. Get yourself a pen
Seattle, your freeways
and some
are
paper
weird.
to take notes as you go through the tapes and then spend some time browsing through your Amiga DOS manual
drive
to see
normal,
what
Alex.
is included. Do that now.
Going to Spokane. Spokane?
Now take a look at the AIM pages in your manual. Notice that these pages contain diagrams which will assist you in actually setting up your computer for operation. There are different AIM pages for the different types of Amiga computers available.
Okay.
When setting up your computer, please be sure to remove the protective cardboard sleeve from the disk drive if there is one.
Tunnel!
Follow the diagrams supplied in the AIM pages and set
I'm
up
fine.
your computer
I'm fine.
now, but do
I'm
not
fine.
turn the power on
I'm
just yet.
fine. I'm fine. I'm not fucking around in a tunnel. I'm fine.
Now that you have the machine in place and ready for operation, let's just identify some of the parts that make up your computer.
All right, let's identify some parts.
Amiga 500 users have a combined CPU.
I'm driving
or
with
central
a trackball
processing
and
unit
keyboard.
And keyboard.
Like the guy said,
1000
keyboard.
and 2000 users will notice that the keyboard is separate from the CPU. The CPU
I'm not gonna
is
die.
often referred to as the main unit because it's the part that actually does the computing.
A lot of trees around here. There are a lot of trees in
keyboard
Seattle.
is known as an input device.
So there's so
because it
many
is one of
dog
the
people
ways
in
you can
Seattle
input
because of all the
information
trees.
into the computer.
You're all like, finally, a place
Many
to piss.
of the 94
Sorry.
keys on the keyboard
Sorry, dog
will not
furries.
be
I know there's a
used
lot
in
of
the course
you.
of these types, but are used extensively by
Everyone I know in
application software
Seattle is
packages
turning into a
that you can
coyote,
purchase
which is
from your
pretty
local
cool.
Commodore dealer.
They don't do
A
that in
second input
Texas. What do they
device
turn
is the
into in
disk
Texas?
drive,
You'd
into
think
which you
cows or
place your disks
horses,
for
but
the
no.
transfer of information. Your Amiga can support many disk drives if required.
I wish
although
there were
one is sufficient
hitchhikers.
for
I
most
would love
users.
to.
However, if you intend using your Amiga for business as well as
Hey,
pleasure,
don't
please
pull in
consider
front
the
of me.
purchase
I'm a
of
crazy
a second
driver who
drive
sucks. You better
One
watch
disk drive
out.
unit is
I
all
drive
that is
like
needed
shit.
for these
Yeah,
tapes.
that's what I thought.
The screen or monitor that you connected to the rear of the CPU is known as an output device because it's the computer's response to your input which is displayed.
I would love
If
to
you
see
have a Commodore
more
recommended
armadillo
monitor,
furries.
You should have plugged in a set of audio
I don't
cables,
see them
as the
often.
Amiga is
I have an
capable
armadillo
of both
character. I still
speech
need to create a
and music
pink tuber of
production.
her. I'm just lazy.
Check with your local Commodore dealer if you're not sure how to wire your particular computer for sound. Another commonly used output device is a printer, which can
Y'all over
produce a
here with this
written
printer?
or hard copy of the work you've been doing on your computer. A printer is not
Man, it's
essential
dark.
for this series of tapes. The other device which
I
you
want to say
would
the
have
graphics
connected to
look
your
better,
CPU is
but I
called a
can't
mouse.
tell. I literally
Its
can't
shape
tell.
is such that your hand should fit over it comfortably, and two of your fingers should be above the two buttons located at one end. Make sure that the cable that is attached to the mouse is facing away from you.
Okay, mouse away from me.
The mouse is an input device that you will use very often.
Armadillos try to get into your house in
Okay,
Louisiana?
let's get
There are
started.
armadillos in
Turn on
Louisiana?
your screen or monitor.
Oh my god. Wow.
Now
Louisiana's
turn on
so
your computer
cool.
and wait for a few seconds.
I am gonna. I put all the DLC on my Steam wish list this year because I wanted to get it.
If your monitor shows a hand
So, we
holding
have a
disc
possum
with
in
the
our
word
neighborhood.
Kickstart on it, place
There's
the
a stray
Kickstart
cat
disc
we're
into
feeding.
the
We're
drive,
gonna try. We're gonna
load
get
up,
it fixed
and
soon.
shiny
We're
section
working on
first.
it. But we left out food for her, and there's a possum in the
You will
neighborhood
notice that a
that's
drawing
just
of
like,
a hand
oh,
holding a
food
disc
for
will
me.
appear on the
So
screen.
we try to not have
The
it out
disc
for
has
too
the
long so
words
it can't get to it, but
workbench on
also
upside down.
the possum has
The
definitely
workbench is
been
a
in the
software
yard
tool which helps you
and
to
every time it
interact with
sees
the
us, it runs
computer
away like,
and
ugh.
makes extensive use
Yeah, I
of
better
the
bypass
mouse.
the way station. I'm not carrying
We will be
anything.
looking at the workbench first and looking at just some of the things that are possible using this powerful tool.
I'm fine.
Look at your monitor. See how the
I do
diagram
need to go to
shows
a
the
gas
hand
station soon.
holding the
so-
disc. It's most important that you
Yeah,
hold
there's
the
a lot
disc
of critters
correctly
in the
and
South.
also insert it into your computer.
So
correctly.
so there's a stray dog
Always
in the
place your
neighborhood that I've been
thumb on
trying
the
to see if
label
I could
and
get the
insert
owner
the
of.
shiny metallic
Fortunately,
part of the
no.
disc
But I
into
signed
the
up to Nextdoor
computer
to see,
first.
you know, if there are any posts about any lost dogs.
Let's do that now.
And I gotta say,
Make sure you get the disc label
Nextdoor is
workbench
really
that came with
bad.
your
It's
Amiga,
like
and make
there's
sure
an
you're holding
occasional
it
like
with the
okay
metallic part
post, but
away from
overall it's just like the posts about it. Everyone's selling everything for way too much money, which sounds
Insert
crazy.
the
But I'm so
disc
used to
into the
Craigslist and
disc drive,
Facebook Marketplace
metallic
prices,
part
and I was like,
first,
oh,
and label
maybe I'll
up.
get some cheap things on Nextdoor. You know,
You'll
that'll
hear
be a
a
nice
click
benefit.
when the disc
No,
has been inserted
no, everyone's
fully.
selling things for way too much money.
At
And
this
it's
point,
just like,
all you have to do
no,
is wait
I'm not
as the
paying
computer reads or extracts the information
$100.
from the
I'm not
disc.
paying $500
This is
for a
done
leather couch with a
automatically
massive
once
rip
the
in
disc
it.
has been inserted.
Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Notice the
I'm
disc
driving
drive
normal.
indicator has been illuminated.
There's a gas station. Okay, I'm gonna go to the gas
An
station.
important point to remember here is that it is vital that you do not remove a disc from the disc
we're
drive
fine.
if the drive light
Don't
is
worry
lit.
about it.
You can seriously damage your discs if you do so. A second point to remember is that if you turn the power off at any stage,
Yeah.
count to 30 before turning the power back on again.
Okay.
This is also to prevent unnecessary damage.
Someone's coming up behind me.
A third point that should be mentioned here is that if you ever connect extra parts or peripherals to your computer, please turn the power off before doing so.
Yeah, someone posted there was a fox in the neighborhood
Now, if
apparently,
all
and I'm
went
like, I
well,
didn't even know
your
Texas had
monitor
foxes.
should be showing a screen
But
that is
apparently we
blank
do.
Except for
Apparently we
three
do.
obvious features. The first feature
Someone
is
also,
the
I posted
title
about
or
it
menu bar
on Blue
the top of
Sky,
the screen.
but someone made a post about how they're getting
It's
a new
different
toilet
shade than
because
the
their
rest of the
son,
screen and
who's
contains
13, keeps
information
clogging
about the
it.
amount of
And they're
free
like,
memory
anybody want our old
available.
toilet? We have to get a new one, and he's not
The
going to
second
change his
feature you will
diet.
notice are the
And
small
everyone
pictures of
commenting was
discs
like, your
on the
new
screen.
toilet's just going to get clogged
One has
again.
the
You
name
need to get,
RAM
you
disk,
know,
and the other
you
the
need
name
to
workbench.
change your
These
son's
small
eating
pictures are
habits.
called
And also,
icons.
everyone was
In
giving
fact,
toilet
all
paper
the small pictures that will
recommendations.
appear on your screen are
I don't know what's gonna
icons.
happen. The
The
thing about
icons
the thing
represent
is,
objects that you
they're
can
giving away
use
the old
with the
toilet,
Amiga.
but like they've already
The
declared
thin
that
icon
the
on
old
screen
toilet
that
is
small
like
arrow positioned
really
in the top left
bad
corner of
at
the
holding
screen.
poop.
That small
So
arrow
why would I
is
want to
called a
use
pointer.
toilet that
You'll use
a
the pointer to point to the
13-year-old has
things
shit
you
in
want
so
to work
bad that
with.
it can no longer flush? Like
You move the
there's no
pointer
need for
with the
it. You know,
mouse.
it's exactly. It's crappy.
The mouse should be placed on a flat surface and should be held flat on that surface with the palm of the hand and the buttons facing away from you.
I like being told how to
Press
use.
down gently
Ooh,
on the
can't
mouse
go through that
and
way.
move it about on the flat surface.
I like being told how to use a mouse, something that I've
Did
never
the
known.
arrow on your
I
screen
guess, you
move?
know, it's the 80s. A lot of
If
people
it
don't know how to
didn't,
use
check
mice.
underneath
They have
the
to learn
mouse to make sure
somehow.
you have removed the small
Not me,
piece
though.
of
I know all
foam
about
that was
mice.
placed there in packing
They're cute.
for protection.
Where am
Also
I?
check to make sure your mouse is connected correctly to your computer. Move the mouse again and watch the pointer move. It may
Wait, where am I
feel a
go-
little awkward to get the pointer moving in the right direction at first, but
Okay,
you will
I'll
get
just
used
follow
to the
this.
movement the more you use it. Move the pointer to the icon of the workbench disk, which should be on the right of your screen, placing the tip or point of the arrow somewhere on the icon.
Got it.
If you run out of room in the space you have available for your mouse,
I hope the
simply
stream
lift
is
the mouse
comfy,
up
aside
or
from
set
me
it
talking
down
about
again
13-year-old
in some
shit.
space.
Try again.
Because
Lifting your mouse from the surface
I'm fine.
does not move the pointer
and me
on the
crashing.
screen.
I was gonna say this is a very. I'm
Now make sure
cozy.
the
I've
tip
got
of
my
the arrow is
gorgie.
actually on
I've
the
got
icon
my
and not on the words underneath
my heating pad
the
on my
icon.
back, so I'm really comfortable. I got a blanket on my legs.
Okay, if the tip of your pointer is now on the workbench icon, press the left button on your mouse twice.
Sorry, I've been thinking
quickly
about that
releasing your
toilet
finger
post ever since
after
I
each
saw
click.
it. I just talk about putting your son on blast.
Watch the screen. The disk drive light illuminates briefly and a whole range of icons appears on the screen inside a border. You will also notice that the arrow pointer sometimes changes its appearance on the screen and looks like a small
Okay,
cloud
sunrise
with a
looking
couple of
nice.
letter Z's in it. The cloud will appear often and is called the weight pointer.
The weight pointer.
If the weight pointer is in the part of the screen in which you wish to work,
Yeah, I should probably
then you
slow down
cannot
on
use that
curves,
part
you
of the
know.
screen until the weight pointer disappears and the arrow pointer reappears.
It's gorgeous in this game, right?
Take a look
Man,
at
the weather's been
workbench
nicer in
icon.
Austin lately. It's been
It's
cool.
black
It's
to indicate that we've chosen to work with that item.
Today was a little warm, but it's gonna
Look
get
inside
cold
the window
again.
with the
It's
rectangular
nice.
border, and you will see a
Not
number
cold,
of
at least
icons
below
which
80
look
degrees,
like
which
drawers
again,
in a
that's
cupboard.
nice.
Without wanting to sound
It's been a
too
pretty hot
obvious,
winter so
these
far.
are called drawers.
I guess technically it's still fall.
The drawers can also be referred to as directories. Other icons
clue where I'm
represent
going,
a
just
clock
following this.
and a trash can,
Goodbye.
and there is one called Preferences, which has a large question mark
I
in
do,
front
yeah. American Truck Simulator, I
use
highly
the
recommend it. They got
Preferences
DLC
tool
for
first.
Louisiana. Oh my
of
god.
it. Using your mouse,
That river
place
was
the
so
pointer on
beautiful
the
that I
icon
almost crashed
representing
into a wall.
Preferences and click
As
the left
you
mouse
do.
button
As
twice.
you do. I think it's making
The
me go
little
into a
white
big
cloud or
circle,
weight
so
pointer
that's cool.
appears again whilst the disc is red.
That guy's trying to turn on me. No, thank you.
On the Amiga I'm using, it appears that the Preferences
Yeah,
screen is not centered. It needs
I
to be
did have to
moved.
put on, like, sweats
center
around the
box on
house
the
instead of
Preferences
shorts
screen
because it got a
enables you
little
to change the
cold, and now it's
position
kind of
the
hot
items
again.
that appear on your screen. Using your mouse again, place the tip of the pointer just inside those angled
Exactly,
brackets
we're
that
making
appear
time. I gotta-
in the center rectangle.
If you missed the intro, when the game updated, it lets you, when the game updates, it lets you kind of
press and
park your
keep
car
pressing
wherever, and
down
I parked
the
in
left
Seattle where there are no
mouse
jobs,
button.
so I have to truck all the way from Seattle to Austin to get jobs. This is
Now slowly
pretty.
move the mouse
This is
while
really
still
pretty
pressing
over
on the
here. I
button
really like
and watch
this.
the Preferences screen
Is this why all the
move.
furries live in Seattle? Because it's really pretty? Am I going to turn into a coyote? I don't want to be a coyote. No
Move
offense
the
to
Preferences
coyotes.
window around on your screen
I was,
until it
obviously I
appears
want to be a dragon.
centered.
A dragon jester. I saw a really good picture of a dinosaur dressed up as a jester
Now
the other
release the
day, and I
button.
can't stop thinking about it. I'd also like to be a dinosaur.
Move the pointer to the
Could you
box that
imagine
contains the
just
word
going to the grocery
save
store and you're a
click the
raptor,
left button
and you're just
once.
like, hey man, I'm just here to get a rotisserie chicken. Oh, that car crashed. None of my business. It's cool to drive down the middle of the road, right?
Up, 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 before, or have you got a white box
Fine.
which is headed System Request
I should
in the
go
top
back.
left corner of your screen? The white box that appears is informing you that the workbench disk you have
I
in your
drive
disk drive
good.
is write protected. This means that you cannot save information on that
I
disk
bumped into
at
something,
this
but that's
time.
okay.
You will need to make an adjustment on the disk itself to enable you to save the changes.
So I think it just put me on a wild goose chase.
Take
That's the car I
workbench
bumped
disk
into.
out
Well,
of the disk drive
you ain't
by
shit.
pressing the
No
small
offense.
button located
Okay,
near
we're
the
good.
drive.
Okay, I agree.
Please
See, that's
handle
why
this
it's
disk
like I
and
want to be a
remove all
dinosaur because I would have my
with
free
care.
hands. I wouldn't have like hands on the
Look at
ground.
the back of the disk and find the hole that is obvious in one corner.
Yeah, it literally just had
The
me just
small
do a
black
big
plastic
circle.
stopper
That's
that is
fine.
currently in the up or inhibit position needs to be clicked into the down or enable position. Move the stopper
Excuse
downwards
me?
carefully with your fingers
Hold
until
on.
it clicks into position. Now put the disc back into the disc drive. Remember, label upwards and shiny surface.
Why
first.
can't I go? Look at how good this place looks. Oh my god, I want to go. Okay.
Your changes
I'm
are
fine.
automatically saved to the workbench
I'm fine,
disk,
I'm fine.
and the system request
Not mad.
window will have disappeared. The centering of the screen
Yeah,
is
it's Roadhouse
saved
where
to
Roadhouse
disk.
happens.
Please be careful never to remove a disk from the disk drive unit whilst the drive light is illuminated.
I want to say the graphics are better, but I really can't tell.
The next thing we need to do before proceeding is to make a copy or copies of the very vital workbench disk. We will do this two different ways.
I support the death
One
metal
way
band
is
just
by
abandoning
using
their
the
frontman.
workbench menu
I would
system,
do that if that
and the
happened
other
to me.
is by using the drag copy method. Get yourself 2 blank discs and label one with your name and the other label as back to, B-A-C-K.
Why do I have to put my name
and the
on
number
it? Why
2.
can't I put someone else's name? Doorbell.
One of my blank discs is now labelled Phil because that's my name, and the other is labelled back to.
Shitty
Put the
NFL teams
discs
play in
down for
Europe
a
and they
moment,
fire their
but
coaches
close
and
at
leave
hand.
them in Europe. That's amazing.
Is
I should
your
do that.
workbench icon
I
black
don't know
in
who I'd
colour?
abandon in Europe,
If
but
it's not, place the pointer on the workbench icon and click
maybe
the left
me. Maybe I
button
should be abandoned in
once.
Europe because I'm a bad driver. Yeah, so they wouldn't. I don't think they'd let me truck
Now
in
move
Europe.
the
I do
mouse
have Euro
so
Truck
that the pointer
Simulator.
is on the word
I
workbench
really
in the
like
very
this
top
game.
left corner of the screen in the menu
I
bar.
prefer driving
Be
in
careful
America.
here.
No offense.
The word
I'm just more
workbench
used
I'm
to it,
referring
and it's
to
really pretty,
is the one
and
that has been
there
on
we
the
go.
screen all the time in the menu bar, and not the one that has just appeared in the title bar of the window. Place the pointer
This
on the
is so
last few
pretty.
letters of the word
Is
workbench.
nothing but pain.
I
Now
will
press
never
the right
abandon
button
Danny
down
in
and
Europe.
keep pressing it down
Danny.
without changing the position of the mouse
You say
itself.
you need to abandon Danny in Europe so they can get used to European
that a
games?
list of
Absolutely
options
fucking
appears.
not. No. That's so unfair.
Take your finger off the button
Okay.
and notice that the list of options
Yeah, Euro
disappears.
Trip starring Danny.
Press down the right button again and keep pressing it down. The right button is known as the menu button.
I'm fine.
Look at the menu items or options that appear below the highlighted word
I can take a
workbench.
turn just fine. It's fine. This is just how you
Notice that
turn.
the first few options are clearly printed on the screen, yet the last item, discard, appears to be broken
Danny
up
likes
or
some
ghosted.
games. I like some
When
games.
an
I
item
like
is ghosted
Fat Worm
like
Blows
that,
a
it means that
Sparky.
the option is not available to you at the moment. Only
Yeah, we
those
need a
options that appear
Flimbo-
solid and
Flimbo
clearly defined on the
rehabilitation
screen
camp.
can be accessed. Keeping your finger on the right button, move the mouse downwards so that the word duplicate is highlighted. Then release the button.
We're fine.
Now the disk drive
car
light
is
will
just a little
illuminate briefly
squirrely.
and a system prompt box known as a requester will appear at the top left of the screen. From this point on, you need to carefully follow the on-screen requesters. We will go
Exactly,
through this
Danny. All you
whole
need to do is
procedure
click on
together,
flags.
so
You'll be
listen
fine.
and carry out these instructions
I'm fine.
carefully. Please be aware here that the number
Fat
of
Worm
times
Blows
you
a
need to
Sparky
change
is
discs
not
depends
pornographic.
upon the
It
size
is
of the
totally
disc
fine for
available.
everybody.
If you get the message disk copy finished on your screen
Wait,
and
wait,
a
wait,
return
wait,
to the
wait.
main
What
workbench
was this
screen,
place?
just continue to listen to the tape until I direct you to look at the disk icons.
Little
The
Shepherd's
first
Inn.
requester
Oh, it's
that
an inn. I thought it was a
appears
daycare,
says, "Put
and
the
I'm like,
workbench
what?
Or from
I'm like,
disk
okay.
in drive DF0.
I don't know why I got so excited for daycare. I was like, oh boy.
DF0 is the system name
Can't wait
for
to go
your
to
first
kindergarten.
disk drive. WB stands for workbench.
Oh, Mister's got CDI.
The original
Ah!
workbench
We're
disk
fine.
is
I was just
already
really
in
excited about the
disk
Mr.
drive,
Core.
so
I almost
place the
crashed
pointer
into
on
that
the
poor
word
guy.
Continue
Mr.
and
Core,
press the left
CDI's got
button
DVC.
Now watch the screen.
No. Well, I'm watching the chat, which I should put chat probably over my screen, but Anyways, welcome everybody. I'm road tripping from Seattle to Austin.
The next requester that appears says place your destination disk or to disk in drive DF0.
I did not know that, Seraphis King.
Remove
Chad,
the
did you
original
know there's
workbench
DLC
disk
coming
by
to
pressing the
Euro
button
Truck Sim
close to
2,
the disk
where you get to play
drive
as a bus?
opening.
That sounds sick.
Place the
Man.
blank disk labelled with your name in the drive.
60 miles
shiny
per hour
side
on a
first,
turn. That's awful. I'm
label
going
up.
slow. Yeah, like,
Always
clip
ensure
your
that you
right.
insert your
Like, you'd
discs
think
all the way until you hear them click
Pussy
into
2
place.
would be an incredibly offensive game, but it
I
really
will
isn't.
call the disc that has your name on it your WB disc. Now with the pointer on continue,
Bring back the W. Oh shit.
click
Bring
the
back
left
the
button
WB.
once.
It's a CW now. Fuck off. Bring back
Now
Michigan
watch the
J
screen
Frog.
as it counts.
I'm an aggressive nostalgia guy for the WB now.
When copying a disc,
If
all the
Michigan
tracks or
J.
sections
Frog
of the
were
disc being
still
copied
the
need to be
mascot
taken over one
of
at
the
a time,
CW, which I don't even
and
think
then
exists
check to make
anymore,
sure that they've been
like,
copied
things would be
free of error.
better. We wouldn't have all these problems. Guess I gotta go this way. Goodbye. And UPN.
Replace
Yeah, you
your
get me.
WB disc with the original, and again press the left button once with the pointer on continue. Now again watch the screen as it counts.
Okay, I didn't want to say it, but it does have a hypnosis tape vibe in that he's trying to instruct you on how to do things, and he's really firm about it. He's like, when you hear the tone, you must do this. It does have a hypnosis vibe to it. It's very strange.
Replace the original workbench disc with your WB disc.
It's the monotone, and it's the way that he's very instructive in a way that doesn't have any warmth to
With the
it.
pointer on continue, press the left button once.
But to be fair, if there was a hypnosis tape that could hypnosize
Again,
you
watch
into
the
being
screen
good at
as
Amiga,
it counts.
I'm not gonna lie, I would go through with it. All the other stuff like, ooh, pretend you're you've transformed into a dinosaur. Ooh, you've transformed into a furry. I mean, that's fine too, but I just want to know the Amiga.
Replace your WB disc with the original, and again press the left button once with the pointer on
You will
continue.
turn into Michigan J. Frog. I wish.
Watch the screen as it counts.
If I was Michigan J. Frog, I would dance in front of all of the people. You know why? Because I know it'd make me money, and I'd want to get money. We're in Yakima now.
Replace the original disc with your WB disc.
One
With the
Tree
pointer
Hill,
on
that's a
continue,
throwback.
Press the left button once.
Yeah, Bob, you know, Sabrina just, like, if they did a tape of, if Eric did a tape of Sabrina hypnotizing
Watch
you to be
screen
good at
and
the Amiga,
message,
it would
"Disc
sell
copy
like
finished," should
hotcakes.
appear briefly,
Everyone wants
and you
Sabrina
should
to
be returned
hypnotize them.
automatically
Literally
to the
every human
original
being on
workbench
Earth.
screen with one obvious difference. Look at the disc icons at the right. There is now
Everyone
another
on
disc
Earth saw
icon
Sabrina's
titled
tail and
"Copy
started to
of
feel a certain
Workbench"
way.
beneath the original workbench icon. Let's rename that icon. Move the pointer to the icon called
Frog doesn't
Copy
need
of
money, Frog
Workbench
just needs to bust.
and
Listen,
press the left button once.
this frog needs money to bust. It's called Findom. I'm
Move
sorry,
the
this has been
pointer
a
to the
really
word
bad stream.
workbench
I
at the top
apologize.
left of
I've
the
been all
screen
over the
once
place.
more, and press down and keep pressing down the right button.
I'm the king of multimedia.
I am. I'm fine. Oh,
Can
I'm
you
good.
see the option Rename?
No. I can see truck, though.
Move the mouse with your finger still pressing on the right button until the word Rename is highlighted. Now release the button. Immediately, a long, thin rectangle appears in the center of your screen with the name Copy of Workbench.
Again, it
in it.
sounds like a guided meditation about
The
Amiga,
highlighted
you
letter
know?
C in
I'm
that
expecting
box
him to describe
indicates
like a
that you can now use the
pond or,
keyboard
you
to
know,
type in
James
the new
Pond.
name.
Now, there's an Amiga
Before
guy.
doing that, let's
What do you think
remove
James Pond's
the
up
old
to?
name. Find the
When are they going to
DEL
reboot
key
him? They
on your
rebooted
keyboard.
Bubsy. They're probably going to reboot Gex. Where's fucking a reboot
Tap
of
the
James
DEL key
Pond?
or
James
delete key
Pond
once,
5.
And the letter C
Oh my
will
God.
disappear.
Oh my God, they say they don't know what they're going to do with the next James
Tap
Bond.
the
James
delete key
Pond.
once more,
His
and the
DNA
letter
mixes up with a
O
frog
disappears.
and he goes apeshit.
The delete key deletes the letter that is highlighted.
I got bumped, it's fine.
We could continue this process to delete the whole name.
The actual answer is he's AI
Another way of
slop
deleting
now.
is to use the
No!
Amiga key
No,
on your
don't slop
keyboard
up
in
James
cooperation
Pond.
with the letter X.
Don't slop him up.
Try this. Press down on the key on the bottom row of keys that has on it the stylized letter A. It's the one to the right.
They should
of that long
turn
bar
James
known
Bond
as
into
the
a
space
dinosaur.
bar.
Imagine you're a secret agent
With your finger
and you're
pressing
like,
down
all
on
right,
that
time to
Amiga
destroy
key,
this country.
tap the letter
And then all of a
X
sudden a
once,
dinosaur comes
and
out and
then
eats you.
release
Like,
the
I just think that we could solve a lot of
Amiga
wars
X
if we
deletes
had
the whole
dinosaurs
line
eating people.
at one
But, you know,
time.
I guess I'm just an
We've
optimist.
labelled the disk in the drive with our own name, so we will now call the icon on the screen the same name. Type your name, then press return when you've finished.
Yeah,
The
Secret
return
Agent
key is
Dinosaur.
the
Just
second
think about
largest key
it.
on the keyboard and has a broken arrow
It doesn't
symbol on
speak. It doesn't
pointing
talk.
to
It
the
doesn't
left.
speak any language. It just roars and shit. It sits down at the blackjack table and just starts screaming, chewing on the chips.
Look at the icons of the disks. Has your backup disk been renamed?
Sorry, I got dinosaurs on the brain today.
From
I always
this
have
point
dinosaurs
on
on the
I will
brain.
Call the disk with
They're
your
like
name
if
on
dragons
it,
were
your
real.
WB disk. Before we go any further, put the original workbench disk in a safe place.
The Will Smith movie where he turns into a pigeon. Is that Soul? I forget the movie where the guy turns into the pigeon.
Your WB disk that's in the disk drive at the moment is an exact copy of the original workbench disk, except
Spies in
for its name.
Disguise. Okay, I remember
When
Spies
copying
in
disks
Disguise.
in the
There were
future,
multiple
the disk you
movies.
are
Okay.
copying from should
Yeah.
be write protected. Check your Amiga DOS manual if you're unsure how to
God, I
write
almost
protect
forgot about Spies
a
in
disk.
Disguise. I watched that. I watched that in VR. Actually, I just went to VR chat back when they would have more movie rooms, and I just went into one
will
and
now
watched
restart
Spies
the
in
computer
Disguise,
with
and I
your
was like,
WB
well, that was
disk
Spies
in
in
the drive.
Disguise.
The procedure
They
we're
certainly
about
weren't.
to do
It is,
known
yeah, Blue
as
Sky. I want to say that
rebooting.
was the last Blue Sky film before Blue Sky closed.
Look at the bottom row of keys
I know-
on the
I
keyboard
wanna say
and
Disney's got
locate
Blue
the
Sky.
space bar. The keys on either
The
side
Peanuts
of the
movie was
space
Blue
bar
Sky?
are
I didn't know
called
that.
the Amiga keys.
The Amiga
We have
keys.
already used the right Amiga key.
I remember the first
On my
Ice Age
keyboard,
movie.
the
That
key to
baby
the
looked
left of the
weird.
space
I liked
bar
the way
is
the
marked
humans
with
looked
the
in the Ice
Commodore
Age movie. They
symbol,
looked weird and fucked up.
only the key to the right of the space bar is marked with the letter A. The Commodore key and
Trent
the left Amiga
Reznor
key
fucking
are in
scored
fact the same
Soul?
key.
Okay.
The other key needed in this procedure is the control key, which is found on the left side of the keyboard and is marked with the letters CTR.
Oh yeah, I saw the post today, Service Kane, about Sizzline.
You will need to use
Sizzline,
both
man.
hands here. Press down
Just get
on
her.
the control or
The thing is,
CTRL
it
key
didn't
with
even
one
have that
finger.
much less fat, and it
Keep
didn't even
pressing
look
it
that
down,
good.
and
Sizzline
press
looked kind of
down on the
shitty.
left Amiga key, and whilst pressing
No
down
offense
on
to
both of those
Sizzline.
keys, tap the right Amiga key once.
Oh, I accidentally put a
Now
marker
release
over
the
here.
keys.
Well, that's fine.
The screen will go blank
Man,
for a few
Reznor's
seconds,
doing a lot
then
of
the
kid
workbench
stuff. Good for
screen will
him.
appear, showing the copyright message. Now be patient as the computer reads or extracts the information from the disk.
Okay. I never had Sizzline. I did used to eat turkey bacon, though. I used to eat turkey a lot of things. I still eat a lot of turkey. What am I saying? I eat quite a bit of turkey. Speaking of which, this Thanksgiving,
Because your WB
we're having
disk
both
is an
turkey and
exact
ham.
copy
I
of the
feel
original
like a
workbench
god
disk,
amongst
all of
men.
the workbench's functions are available to you. The only visible difference on the screen is that the icon that was called Workbench is now named after
Mushroom
you.
bacon sounds good, actually.
It's
I'm a
quite
big mushroom
probable
freak.
that
I
you
like
will need
mushrooms
to
a
go
lot.
through this whole copying procedure again. You can do so by simply rewinding the tape and listening to the relevant sections again.
Okay, I'll do that.
If you do, please use another blank disc and use a different name for your copy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to eat healthier too. I'm eating a lot more fat-free Greek yogurt to try to
Earlier
up my
on, I mentioned
protein.
that we
It's
were
working
going
pretty
to look at
good.
two methods of
But I'm
copying
still
discs.
like,
The second
not
method
great.
is also
I need to go on
rather
walks is
involved,
what
but
I need
uses
to do.
different functions of the workbench.
Hey, that's a
You
pretty
should have on the
house.
screen in front of you the
Nice.
workbench menu bar and the icon which is the workbench backup with your name underneath it. Place the pointer on your WB disk icon and press the left select button twice, releasing the button quickly after each click. That action is known as double-clicking.
It is very relaxing. Oh, we now know about
The workbench
double-clicking.
window appears, now named after you, of course. Now remove your WB disk from the disk drive. Place the disk you labelled back to into the disk drive.
Okay, but imagine, and this is really stupid, but please imagine it. Trent Reznor Amiga theme.
The screen. The icon has the words DF0:bad.
It'd be about getting laid on the workbench, I bet. It'd be all about, like, I'm a piece of shit having sex on the workbench. I'm a piece of shit having sex on the workbench. That's a song to
Initializing a
me.
disk enables data to be stored on that
I'm a
disk
piece of shit
for later retrieval.
having sex on the workbench.
here.
That's an awful Trent
When you
Reznor. Wow, I
initialize
can't do
or
any
format a disk
impersonations.
or copy one disk to another, you destroy any information
Yeah,
that
exactly.
may have been
Ask them
on
with all
that
sorts of different
destination
sauces.
disk before. Initializing a disk and formatting a disk is the same process. Move the pointer to your WB icon and press the left button once.
But this has been a nice road trip. I've seen a lot of pretty
Pressing down on the
things.
button.
I saw that one Roadhouse. That was cool.
Now very slowly move the mouse and you will see the pointer drag the icon with it as it moves. Drag the icon of your WB disk and place it on top of the disk icon labeled
Sorry,
DF0
every time he says
bad.
WB, that's all I can think of.
Release your finger and a requester will appear in the top left corner of the screen.
Okay, we're good.
I'm the king of multimedia.
Sure am.
The requester on my screen tells
All
me
right, I'm
to
driving
put
pretty
my
good today,
workbench backup
considering.
disk
To be
back
fair, I'm also
into
not
the
hauling
disk
anything.
drive.
Just
Do
me,
that. Replace the blank disk
my
with your
car,
WB disk.
and all of y'all in the back seat.
Now using the same procedure as before, follow the
Again, I
on-screen
think if we told Trent
requesters.
Reznor about
Remember, you need to
Sabrina,
click once on the
he
word
probably knows about
continue
Selena, the
each
musician.
time
But
the
we told him about
requester
Sabrina,
appears.
the skunk.
Turn the
He'd
tape
probably
back
be
on
he'd
once
probably
you
be
see
like,
that
yeah, I
your
gotta give this Amiga a
DF0
try.
bad icon
We
has
stop at
been
McDonald's,
renamed.
sure.
Now my
Yeah, you're all
DF0
watching Shrek
bad
2
icon
on
has
portable
been called
players.
Copy of film.
Maybe I've got like, man.
Let's rename the disc. Move the pointer to the icon
Chat,
named
don't watch
Copy
them,
of.
but if you're looking for the next
Double-click the left button.
Caillou Gets Grounded style series from Go Animate, I recommend Childish Dad.
The disk drive
Mostly
light
because so many of
illuminates and the
those
information
Childish
from the
Dad
copy
videos
is
that are made
placed on
in
the
Go
screen.
Animate, they feature like DVD intros, just like the entirety of it, because they're always in cars
Now, the only
watching
difference should be
DVDs.
the title
Like there was
that
one
appears
where he
at the
kidnapped
top
an
of the
entire
window.
class and he made them
Move the
all
pointer to
watch
the top left of the
DVDs
screen
on
and place it
the
word
bus. It was
workbench.
very strange.
Press the
Anyways,
right
if Childish
button
Dad is
and
here,
keep
watch
pressing
out.
It down.
Eat shit, Kenworth.
Slowly move the mouse down until the word rename
Welcome, Mikey.
has been highlighted.
This is a very sleepy stream for sleepy
Release
people.
the button and a long thin rectangle immediately appears in the center of the screen. Using your keyboard, press down on the Amiga key on the right side of the spacebar, and while pressing it down, tap the letter X once.
X.
Now this deletes the old name. Now type in the name of this new copy. Call it
We're learning a lot
Back
about
to
copies.
Oops. You
and
pressed the
press
wrong
return.
key. Try again.
Now take the
Alright.
back 2 disc out of the disk drive and replace it with your WB disk.
I just realized WB stands for workbench. Why don't we take the scenic route here?
Now move the pointer to the icon with your name and double click the left button. It's a good idea to always label discs clearly when you've used them for any purpose. Write their contents on them immediately after use.
Running a little low on product.
Let's reboot the system again with your name disk in the drive.
Where is the
Press down on the CTRL or
viewpoint?
Control key. Keep pressing it down, and now press
All
down
right,
on
I'm
the
looking
left
for the
Amiga
viewpoint.
key. Keep pressing that key
I want to
down
say
as
it's
well,
there.
and now tap the right Amiga key once.
Here?
Now release all keys.
Hey, watch out for me. Yeah, I don't know how to trigger the viewpoint here. Did I just miss it? Let me honk at these people.
Now that concludes lesson 1 of these tapes. If you've finished for now and don't want to go directly to side 2, remove your
Nothing
WB
happened.
disk from the disk drive, firstly. Then turn off both the power to your
Well,
monitor
if there was a
and your
viewpoint here,
computer.
I was unable to find it.
Please fast forward the tape after you hear the chime. If you wish to go
Anyone behind
straight to
me?
lesson 2,
Oh, there is.
then
That's not
fast
good.
forward this tape and turn it over for lesson 2.
Oh, I don't want to rest. See, I was hoping they'd let me see the viewpoint if I had just parked, but no. All right. Hold on 1 second. It's playing the wrong tape. And I'm going to crash. It's fine. Did I have this on? It went to literally the last thing. So let's, oh, it has shuffle on. That's why. Okay, there we go. I'm fine. I just bonked gently. As long as I'm here. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. You know, this gives me a chance to have more of my drink.
On using the Amiga. If you have not booted your WB disk yet, please do so now and turn the tape back on when you have the workbench screen showing the icon named after you clearly visible. The screen should be clear.
Honestly,
again,
I'm not
except
gonna
for the
lie. I'm
menu
looking
bar
forward to them
and the
adding
disk
Florida
icons.
and New York. Those are the two cities I
You
want to
won't
drive
see
around
the
most
icon
in
marked
American
workbench,
Truck
but
Simulator.
That's all right, because the disk named after you is an exact copy of that disk.
We're fine.
In this lesson,
I just
we
got
will
a
be
little
looking at the
distracted by chat.
preferences
We're
tool in
fine.
more
We're
detail,
fine.
initializing or formatting blank disks, looking at the gadgets available from the window borders, and investigating the notepad and calculator
Florida,
from the
you know, the
utility
state of Florida. I
floor.
want to drive around.
We will conclude the lesson by looking
And
briefly
the
at
Everglades.
the clock. Move the pointer to
I
your
also want New
WB
Jersey.
icon
And
double-click the
I wonder
left
if the
button.
Delaware, I wonder if the Rhode Island DLC is gonna be like really cheap because of how small Rhode Island is.
Move the pointer to the icon titled Preferences.
I do want to
in the
see
window
Niagara Falls.
and
That would be
double-click
fun. I
the
want
left select
Wisconsin.
button.
I want to see Wisconsin Dells. By the way, I want to go to the Wisconsin Dells.
The first click you do indicates the required selection. The second click activates the required selection.
Oh.
Move the pointer to the date that you will see on the left side of the screen. Place the pointer on the number in front of the
I
month.
wish there was British
and click the
Columbia
left
DLC.
button
I would
once.
love for them to add Canada.
Look just
Yeah,
to the
it's
right
fair.
of the
You
date,
should flip.
and you will see two
Listen,
triangles,
don't-
one facing up and the other
Don't
facing
incite
down.
road rage, but if it
Place the
happens, it
pointer on the
happens. I've
triangle
got a
facing
baseball bat. We're
upwards
fine.
And click the left button once.
Surf. Oh, they are doing. Oh shit! Nice.
Did the number of the
Oh
day
my
of the month
god.
change?
They did cool.
If it didn't,
I've
just make
always
sure you
wanted to
follow
see
the
what
instructions
Canada's
carefully
like.
and that your pointer is
I've always
actually
wanted
on the
to drive
diagram
normally in
when
Canada.
you click the buttons. The up triangle changes the numbers upwards.
I think I'm driving
the
too
down
fast.
triangle
Okay, there we
changes
go.
the numbers downwards. Set the number of the day of the month now.
The thing is, you can hear this guy's mouth sounds. That's what's so weird.
Having set the day of the month, you will probably need to set the month itself. Place the pointer on the month that is currently showing and click the left button once. Now move the pointer to the up triangle and press the left button once. Did the month change?
No.
By yourself then,
Month's gonna
set the
change in
correct
in a
date
week
and
though.
time, remembering the time is given in hours and minutes. Do that now.
Oh. It's fine. I'm allowed to
Take a
drive
look at
this
the other
fast.
items contained in the Preferences screen. A lot of the choices available from this screen do not need to be changed from their factory settings, but if you do need to change any of them, you'll find an explanation of the procedures
Going from Dallas
in
to
your Amiga
Marfa.
manual.
Okay, have a good time.
We'll just look at some of the more commonly used features.
I want to go to the Dallas area to go
On
to
the left-hand
Meow Wolf.
side
There's a
of the
Meow Wolf in
screen, you'll see the
Houston,
words
a Meow Wolf in
text
Dallas, but
and
there's not one in San
CLI.
Antonio or
Can you see the
Austin.
number 80?
Why?
And the word on.
I want to
have
go to
been
Meow
highlighted
Wolf.
by being
I want to
a
take the
different
bus
colour
to
than the
Meow Wolf.
background colour.
Actually, I know it's probably
On
not
my
in Austin
screen,
because
the
of
number 80
prices.
and the
Austin's
word
pricey.
on are in black lettering on an orange background. If you're using a Commodore
Meow Wolf,
Amiga
come to the
monitor
domain.
or another
Meow
RGB
Wolf,
monitor,
come
then do not
to-
change the number from
Come to
80.
the HEB shopping
If you're
center I
using
always
a
go
television
to.
or some other type of monitor, change the text setting to 60 by clicking the left button once with the pointer on the number
There's a
60.
Chick-fil-A near me they could totally take over.
You may find that some software you use will display a
I'm
black
fine.
band across the bottom of the screen. This is normal
Driving
and
normal.
indicates that the software has not been written to take advantage of our television system. We will leave the CLI or command line interface.
I want to go to a
setting
Mega Mart really
to
bad.
on.
Yeah, I want to do all the Meow Wolf stuff, but they're in New
Move the
Mexico,
pointer to
and
the
that's
box
pretty
marked
close. I could go to New
Change
Mexico.
Printer.
I could take the train to Santa Fe.
Now, if you're a first-time user of the Amiga and have not yet used the printer, then you need to tell the
Oh
computer
man, Meow Wolf
which
Dallas is
printer
good? Okay,
you'll
well
be
then I
using.
have to go.
If you do not have a printer, please listen anyway, as the method used to
I don't
change
have a
the
printer
settings
attached to
is
this
commonly
computer.
used. With the pointer
Danny has a
inside the
printer,
change
though,
printer
not me.
box, click the left button on your mouse once.
Okay. Then what?
The printer selection screen will have appeared on the screen. Again, I must point out here that the settings that have been established already in your computer do not always need changing.
Okay.
At the moment, my screen shows
I'm
a
fine.
parallel generic printer using narrow tractor fanfold paper set to print in draft mode in a pitch of 10 pica at 6 lines per inch. Yep,
I'm
that
allowed to
was quite a
go over the
mouthful,
speed
and no,
limit
I didn't
because
understand
I
it
won an
all either.
award. Sabrina the
The
Skunk
settings
literally
that were
gave me an
chosen in the
award for being
factory
good at
satisfy
Amiga.
the
That's
needs
not
of
true.
the majority
I
of
wish.
Amiga users, but it would be unrealistic to presume that all Amiga users have the same type of printer.
That's true.
If you bought a printer at the same time as your Amiga, it is highly likely that the printer settings will not need to be changed.
I got
Now,
smacked.
I'm using a different printer, so I will now make
Yeah,
the
Meow Wolf's
necessary
got
changes to the
Dallas,
screen.
freaking
The first
Houston
thing I would
too.
like
I'm
to check
curious
is
about the
whether or
Houston
not
one.
my printer is listed in the choices listed at the top right of the screen. Place the pointer in the
Normal
large
driving.
white arrow that is pointing to the top of the screen. Click the left button once.
You should go to Temple, Texas.
Notice the
That's a
highlight
place
now
to go. They
contains
have a
the name
railroad
of a
museum
printer
there.
rather than the word generic.
I went to Temple, Texas a bunch
Keep
because
clicking
that's
the
where I had to
button
get my
until
thyroid
the printer
removed.
name CBM
I liked it.
MPS 1000 is highlighted.
Oh, they're doing Canada so you could drive to
CBM
Alaska.
MPS
Sick.
1000 is the name of my Commodore printer. So I'm going to leave the highlight containing the printer name
True.
CBM MPS.
Trains are magic.
If you do not wish to change your printer setting, place the pointer in the
Yeah,
large
if you like
white
trains,
arrow
Temple's
pointing
the place to
downwards
go.
and click until the word
Got
generic
a cheap
is
museum.
once
They got a
again
big
highlighted.
train club there. They got all kinds of stuff. They got good food too. Actually, I had a really good bowl there.
We will now set the left and right margins for our printed material. At the bottom left of the screen, you will see the settings for the left and right margins.
Spending Thanksgiving in Big
Move
Bend.
the pointer to
Nice.
the number that is showing for left margin.
My plan
Place
for
the tip of
Thanksgiving
the
is just to
pointer
stay at
on
home,
that
which is
number.
great. We're gonna watch MST3K, eat ham. I'm gonna make stuffing and cornbread.
Click the left button once and
As
the
I do
number
every year.
becomes highlighted.
Oh,
Tap the
fuck, I forgot
DEL
Well, I
or
guess we're not
delete
doing
key
cranberries this year. That's
once.
fine.
Now type the number 1. Move the pointer to the left-hand digit in the
Colleen's
number
nice.
showing for
I'm driving
right
really
margin.
fast.
Place the tip of the pointer on the left-hand digit and click the left select button once and the digit becomes highlighted. Tap the delete key twice.
Yeah, I'm sad about
Type the
Crime
number
Scouts being kind of
80.
iffy. I'm going to try again on PCEM for that bad boy to see if it works a little bit
Now,
better
if you
on
find
that.
that these settings do not suit your printer or your own preferences, simply enter the Preferences tool
I should do a
again
Crime Scout. That's
and
actually not a bad
reset
idea.
to the required
A Crime
settings.
Scouts playthrough.
Move the pointer to
I'm a
Graphics
jiggly car.
Select
Whee!
and click the
Bad
left
idea.
button once.
I need to get a new pink tuber
Move
of
the
me
pointer
driving
to
for when I do
grayscale
trucking
and
streams.
click
I've
the
been
left
thinking about
button
it,
once.
but I don't want to draw it. I need to
We
pay
are
someone to
selecting
do it.
grayscale
I
so
do
that
want to go to the
printers that
video
only
game
print in
museum
black
very
will represent
badly.
the colours on our screen by different shades of grey. Move the pointer to OK and
Oh,
click the
Bob,
left
there's
button
just a
once.
slur in Crime Scout. It's not like a positive slur or anything. They're just like,
And again,
you can hear a
move the
slur
pointer
being
to
said.
OK
That's
and click
why.
the left
It's not
button
like you're going to get
once.
banned. It was just,
Now all this moving and clicking has probably confused you if you are new to computing with the Amiga, but I can assure you that mistakes or incorrect settings can easily be rectified. Even at this point now, you have
I
not
checked
changed the manner
Exowin
in
and
which your
Exodos.
Amiga operates,
There isn't a
and you
release
can
for it that
recover
I
the
could find
original
for Crime
settings easily
Scouts.
by using some of the other options
If there
available
was an
from the
Exodos release for Crime
Preferences
Scouts, I'd
window.
use it immediately.
At the top left of the window are two options: Reset All and Last Save.
Hey Juan, welcome. I'm
If you make
driving
numerous
from
changes
Seattle
through the Preferences
to
tool
Austin.
and then find that you need the original settings that came with the machine, use
I kind of want to get the Iowa
with the
DLC
Reset
just to see all the
All
corn,
option.
so I can do cornfield rave jokes.
If you want to return the settings to how they were last saved, use the pointer and the Last Saved option. Remember,
fine.
you can check with your Amiga manual if you wish to make further changes
I'm a
to the
decent
standard
driver.
or default settings. Having set the date and correct printer type, let's return to the main workbench screen. Place the pointer on the word Save on your Preferences
I've
screen.
played this game so
and click
much,
the
and
left
I'm
button
still not that
once.
good at it, which is good.
Now these saves
Yeah,
should
in
take place
Iowa,
without
the
any
experts are
screen
corn
messages
and
appearing because
whole,
blank
like,
discs
and
usually have
cornhole.
their write protection switched to off. That is,
I'm in
you can
Idaho.
usually
What the
copy
fuck?
information to a disk
When the hell did I
once
get
it
to
has been
Idaho? Okay.
initialized.
Chat, what do you think of Idaho?
If you look at a disc from the rear and you cannot see through
Yeah, I'll look at a disc
hole
from
in
the
top
rear,
corner,
all right.
then you can copy information to that disc. The little black stopper can be moved up or down as and when required. Place the pointer in the blue area
An
anywhere
alternative
outside
name
the
for
window
cornhole
and
is
click the left
dad
button
hole.
once.
Really?
Now the Preferences option
Really?
will turn from black to white. Now you deselect options by placing the pointer anywhere away from the option and clicking the left button once. Having saved the changes we made, let's experiment a little further with the Preferences tool.
Okay.
Move the pointer back to the Preferences tool and double-click the left button. Below the Save option is an option called Use.
I've known people from
If we
Idaho, and
select
they were
this
not
option, the
murderers,
changes
but
we've made to
maybe that's
various
just an
settings will
Idaho
only
thing.
apply whilst the machine is on. When you turn your Amiga off and return to it later, or reset it through a Control Amiga booting procedure, the settings that were last saved will be the ones you'll be using. For a short time,
Man, I'm in
experiment with
Boise.
the options available to you through the
Chat, what's there to do
Preferences
in
tool.
Boise?
When you finish, please click the left button once on the last saved option.
Potatoes, leave. Okay, die. Wow. Okay.
If you are still in the Preferences window, move
Oh
the
man,
pointer to
Christmas
Cancel
stuff wouldn't be a
and
bad
click the
idea
left
for
button
Christmas
once.
time. There's a lot of Christmas multimedia out there. A lot.
To deselect the Preferences
I should make
tool,
everybody
which
watch The
still
Christmas
appears
Gift
black
again. Oh,
in
that
my
was so
window,
bad.
Move the pointer to anywhere on the screen and press the left button once. So far, we've looked at copying
I've never been to
whole
Idaho.
discs, but we
I've only
haven't
been to
prepared a blank
California,
disc for the
Arizona, New
storing of any
Mexico, and
information
Texas.
we may generate.
I want to go more
We'll need a
places, though. I
disc
want to go to
on which
Florida. I
store
want to go
our
to New
data,
York City.
and it should not contain any other unnecessary information.
A lot of places I don't want to go.
If we use
I don't
a
really
disc
want to go to
copy
Oklahoma.
procedure, we get copies of discs that are identical
I'm sure
to
it's
the
fine,
one that
though.
we started with. Let's just initialize.
Oh
a
yeah, I
blank
showed you
disc
the
so that we can use
Balloonatics
it later to
pilot.
save our
Oh
work.
man. I'm
Place
not
a
showing
new
that
blank
again.
disc
That's
into
dog
your
shit.
Disk drive. Now move the pointer to the icon that appears with DF0 bad below it, and then click the left button.
You're on. Obscuratory? That sounds like one of the most insufferable message boards to be on.
The icon should now be black. Press and keep pressing the right button.
Yeah, everyone I
on
know
your
who's been to
mouse.
Oklahoma is like, avoid.
Look at the top of the screen and you'll see the menu options in the menu bar on the top of the screen. With your finger still pressing on the right menu button, move the pointer onto the word disc that you can see in the menu bar.
Instituted a new holiday to
Move the
celebrate
pointer down
receiving
so that
presents.
the word initialize
Okay.
is highlighted. Now release the button.
Okay.
The system
fine.
request that appears instructs you to insert your WB disk. Do that, place your WB disk into the disk drive.
Whee!
The system
It sucks I
prompt
can only
then
go up to
asks you
77 miles
insert
per
the disk
hour.
you wish
I want to go
initialized.
80.
Take out your WB disk and replace it with the blank disk you wish to initialize. Having done that, place the pointer on the word continue in the requester and click the left button once. The requester then gives you one more chance to change your mind, realizing that initializing a disk destroys any data that may be on it. With the pointer on continue, press the left button once.
I hit 78!
Watch the screen and turn the tape back on when the requester disappears and your icon that was labelled DF0 bad is labelled empty.
Doorbell. I love that you can hear his lips smacking
Position
occasionally.
the pointer
It's
on the
very,
empty icon and
again,
click the
very
left button.
ASMR.
Press down the right
Can I drive
button
and drink
on the
an
mouse
energy
and
drink
keep
at the
pressing
same
it
time?
down.
Let's find out.
Move the pointer to the menu option workbench in the menu bar with your finger still pressing down on
I
the
can.
right menu button.
I'm not good at it though. Okay, there we go. Do
Highlight
hands.
rename from the menu
I didn't
options
crash!
and release the button. When the long rectangular bar appears in the middle of your screen, press down on the right Amiga key, and while still pressing that key,
This guy's trying to
tap
pass
the letter
me.
X.
Don't do that.
Now type the name Data1, D-A-T-A, and the number 1, and press return.
I want a steering wheel really badly. I really want a PC
Replace
steering
the
wheel
Data
to
1
play
disc
this.
with your WB disc. With the pointer on your
we go.
WB disc, double-click
go.
the left button on your mouse.
You guys tailgating me. What the fuck? I'm driving 71 miles per hour. Just pass me, bro. Oh man, this guy's passed me. I gotta honk at him.
The
Sorry,
Amiga
I like that I'm like
workbench is
just
such a
passing, but I'm
powerful
also like, if you're
operating tool
passing me,
that
I'm
even
honking
the
at
border
you
of the window
angrily.
contains many options and features which can demonstrate this power. There are in fact 7 features contained within the border. These are called gadgets. Let's have a look at a few of the gadgets.
I should get an Amiga
We
setup
will look
going
at them in a
sometime
clockwise
just to show that
direction,
off. I'm
starting
curious.
at the top left.
Like,
The
I've only
small
really
square
done
with the dot in the
Amiga with
middle
like
is the
standalone
off
type
or
stuff. I've
close
never fucked
switch.
around in the workbench.
The power of this and most of the other features is best demonstrated by example.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Place the
It's
pointer
pretty
in the
pricey,
square
so
and press the
it's
left
not what I really
button
want for
once.
Christmas anyway.
I think
You're
you
all
can see
gonna
the
laugh. I
effect.
want an electric kettle for
That small
Christmas
square
because I've been
appears in the
drinking a
top
lot
left
of
most
tea.
windows so that you can
Hey,
easily
an ad for
remove them
milk.
from
Hello,
the
milk
screen.
freaks.
Now let's get the window back. Place the pointer in
Deliciously
the icon with your
natural.
name and double-click the left button.
Dance for Pedro. Okay, why is there a fucking
Place the
Napoleon
pointer on the
Dynamite
top border
reference?
of the window, but not in either corner. See how the two
Yeah, I want an
lines
electric
are
kettle.
ghost
I
lines
figured
at the
everyone
moment?
else in the house could use it too.
With the pointer
I mostly
anywhere
want to,
on
again, I
those
want to make
lines,
tea. I
press
really
down
like
the left
tea.
button and keep
HEB's
pressing it.
been selling their boxes of tea for 50 cents, so I bought
Now
like,
slowly move the mouse.
I have a lot of fucking tea.
The outline will contain all the information in the present window once you remove your finger. Now release the button. The
I
top
just
border
like
can
hot
be
water,
used
what
to
can I say?
reposition your window anywhere on the screen and is known as the drag bar. Place the whole window in the top left portion of the
Who's
screen.
out here going to the Amiga drag bar? I would.
Move the pointer to the top right corner of the window and place the pointer on the black rectangle.
Yeah, we
in
all
the
want to go
first
to the
box.
drag bar in chat.
Click the left button and nothing happens. Try the same thing with the white rectangle and again, nothing will appear to happen. The reason is that these are what I call the push and pop gadgets. This
Oh, the
feature
push
is
and
very
pop
handy when there is
gadgets.
more than one window on the screen. Let's demonstrate this feature. Place the pointer on the clock icon and double-click the left button. A diagram of a
We're
clock
good.
appears on the screen but is covering part of my original window.
Bullshit.
Place the pointer on the white box
Destroy
in
the
the top right
pointer.
corner of the original window. Now click the left button once.
Okay.
The original window is now visible on top of the clock.
Did
By
not hear
clicking
that
the
as
left
clock,
button
but
on
that's
the black
okay.
box near the top right corner of the original box,
Windmill.
the clock will be
I mean,
repositioned on top of
Do they still call those
the original
windmills
window.
those wind
Do that.
energy
Click the
turbines?
left
I guess there should be
button while
a
the
wind
pointer
energy
is on
turbine.
the
That's
black
technically the
box.
term. Wind energy turbine.
The diagrams that appear in the top right corner of the window represent one window on top of another. You can pop one window in front of another.
Yeah,
and
HEB
thus
has a
push the other
hibiscus
one
tea
back.
that's one of the best teas I've ever had.
Remove the clock from the
I am
screen
like,
by
I
clicking
really,
the
really,
closed
really like
box
it a
at the
lot.
top left of the clock window.
It's hibiscus, lemongrass, orange, cinnamon, and rose hips, and it is
Place the
shockingly
pointer on
good.
the arrow which you can see just below the push and pop gadget. Now slowly tap the left button 4 or 5 times.
The thing about HEB's tea is that when everything else went up in price, you know,
This
over
has
the
the
past
same
few
effect
years,
as moving the
their
borders
tea
of the
hasn't.
window
For some
upwards
reason, their
without
tea is
affecting
still
the
usually only a
contents
buck a
of the
box for
window.
20 tea bags, which is
The amount you
already
cannot
really
see
good.
in
But
the
then they were
window
having a sale where
shows
you can
up
buy
as
2, get a buck
different
off, so
shade
it's like
in
50
the
cents each.
rectangles making up
Sorry,
the
I
border.
have like so many boxes of tea in the kitchen.
Move the pointer to the arrow
I got
that
tea
points
for, like,
downwards and click the left
for
button
at least a
slowly
year.
until all the contents of the window
Yeah,
are
insane
once
deal. I don't know
again
why their
visible.
tea's so cheap. It's pretty good too. Listen, any tea is
Place
better
the
than
pointer in
Lipton.
the right
I've had
border
Lipton's
of
tea
the
bags
window
before, and that was one of the
and press
worst
down
teas I've
and
had in my
hold
life.
the left button. The whole rectangle should show black. This means that you can see the
Yeah,
whole
go
window
make some tea.
in a vertical
And then tell us
direction.
what kind of tea you're having. We gotta know.
This feature is more easily understood by demonstrating the use
Yeah,
of the
and the
feature
thing is, the tea has
situated
been
in
on
the
sale for
bottom
like
right
2 weeks.
of the screen.
It's like 3 weeks. I
Place
just
the
keep
pointer in
buying
the
more and more
bottom right
tea.
And press down the left button.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
keep
Lipton's
pressing
okay
it
for
down.
iced tea, but straight hot Lipton tea, shit. I hate when you want tea at
Now
a restaurant
slowly
and then
move
they
the
only have
pointer
like
towards the
hot
top
Lipton
left
tea. It's
of
so
the screen.
sad. It's a cool building.
Now this gadget is called the sizing gadget. Release the button and you will
Oh
notice
man,
that both the
I really
right
like
border
an
and the
Arnold
border at the
Palmer. I
bottom
like
are no longer all white.
iced tea mixed with lemonade a lot.
The darkened portion represents that part of the window that you cannot see. With the pointer back in the lower right corner of the window, press and keep pressing that left button. Now move the mouse towards the lower right corner and
Okay.
release the button when the window
Yeah,
border
I could
is
drink
larger
Arnold Palmers
than
all day.
before.
They're so fucking good. I guess the proper term is half and half.
Both the right and bottom borders are all white because you can now see all that is contained in the window. They are known as scroll
We do
bars.
not have Milo here
Before we
in
go on, resize
Texas.
the window to
At least not that I've
approximately the
seen.
size it was before. The arrows that point
We
left
do have
and right on the
Louisiane,
bottom border have the same
Louisiane.
effect as those pointing up and down on the right border.
They call the drink Old
except that
Golfer
they move
good.
The contents of the window
I know that
left or right.
that
The feature on the very left is
Liquid Death
called
calls it
the
Dead
gas
Millionaire, I
gauge,
think.
and is an indicator as to how much space you have available on your disk. In the case of the workbench disks, there is very little room, but you will notice later that the gas gauge shows as all black on an empty data disk. Place the pointer in the Utilities drawer and double-click the left button. The Utilities drawer or
Yeah, it
directory
is a little bit
contains
sweeter
two
than it
very
used to
useful
be.
gadgets, namely a
I really
notepad
like the
and a
Liquid Death
calculator.
orange drink, the squeezed to death.
With
I
the
really like
notepad, you
that.
can keep
There's
notes or create
a
short
convenience store near
documents.
me that has it there, so
Let's use the notepad
I like
first.
to walk there and then
Place
grab
the
one
pointer
and then
in
walk
the
back.
notepad icon
But the
and
weather's been too
double-click
hot to walk.
the left button. The notepad that appears is a little small to write on, so
I can drink
use
a
the
lot of
sizing gadget in the
sugar-free
bottom right
drinks.
corner to make the pad larger.
I've acquired a taste. Well, not like I like them, but like I've acquired a
Press the
taste for
right
them. I can
button
tolerate
down
them.
and keep pressing it. The menu bar on the top of the screen now contains a list of menu items from which we can choose.
Except for coffee creamer. I do
With
not
your
like
finger
sugar-free
still
coffee
pressing down
creamer.
on the right
I
button,
kind of hate
move
it.
the pointer to the word font, and
Which
you will
sucks,
see
'cause
a
I
list
use a lot of creamer
possible
in my
fonts
coffee.
appear. Move the pointer to style, and you'll see you have
Ooh,
a
Waterloo
choice
is good.
of styles. The menu
I really
items
like
on the
Rambler.
top
That's,
give you a great deal of choice.
That's
And
another
it is not
Austin
the purpose of these tapes to go through all the
sparkling
possible options.
water.
This could be achieved by you experimenting on your own,
Man,
or more
okay.
effectively
Is there a
by
thing
attending
where
one
some
of the many
people,
courses
like,
available.
you know how people have the
For more
cilantro
information on
gene?
the courses,
Is there a monk
an
fruit gene?
information
Because
sheet
every
may have
time
been
I've had monk
included in the
fruit,
pack containing
it's
these
tasted
tapes.
like bad bubble
If
gum
you
to
do
me,
not have an
and
information
that's
sheet,
gotta be
contact
like,
your
that's
local
gotta
Commodore
be
dealer for
me,
details.
right? Like, that's gotta just be on me.
I will
Krungo,
just
thank you
give
for
a
the 20-month
demonstration here of what
resub.
is possible and how to save a note
I'm driving.
that you have written.
We're in
We will
Utah.
print a short note together
All right,
using
let's
a
go
few
to
of the options,
Evergrace
and then you
Park
can
or whatever that
experiment
place
by
was called.
yourself for a little while.
I'm fine.
Type your name, then press return twice.
I just wish there was a sugar-free creamer I liked. I've tried so many,
Press the right
and
button on your mouse and keep pressing it. Move the pointer to font and a number of font choices will appear. Keep your finger on the
okay,
button
so
and move the
I've
highlight
had
to the font
the Dr.
Emerald.
Pepper ripoff.
Then move the pointer across to 20 and release the button.
Oh God, what was that called? It was called like Dr. Death or something. Anyways,
Type
Liquid
your name
Death's Dr.
again.
Pepper, I did not like the taste of. I completely hated it.
Press return.
But I mostly like
twice.
fruit-flavored things when it comes to sugar-free. I feel like sugar-free fruit flavors, they've done a better job with than,
With your
say,
finger
like other
pressing down on the
flavors,
right
like in
mouse
general.
button, move the pointer
80
to
miles per hour,
Style,
Jesus.
and then down to Italic. Release the button. Now type your name again.
I'm fine. Okay, it does taste like bubble gum. Okay, so that's just
Press
the monk
return
fruit flavor.
twice.
I don't like gum flavors.
Italic
I'm
will remain in operation
anti-gum.
until you choose the plain option from the Style menu. From this very brief demonstration, you can get some idea of the flexibility and variety available through the notepad. To save a note, press the
HEB has a
right
Diet
menu
Dr.
button
Pepper that I
and
like,
move the pointer to
called
Project.
Diet Dr. B. I'll drink that.
Then down to Save.
But I'm not a huge diet soda fan,
Release the
but
button,
I don't drink a lot of soda in
and an
general.
identity box will appear requesting some information. The first thing you must do
I'm fine.
is to give the note a name. You have up to 25 characters to describe the note. Call the note My Name.
My name.
Type the words My Name
Okay.
and then press return.
There was a Hubba Bubba bubblegum soda?
Now with the menu pointer, go to the Project menu again and highlight Save As.
The only
Now
bubblegum
release the
flavored
button.
soda I've ever had is probably Big Red, which
When the information box appears
I don't
again,
like Big Red.
place
I
the
know as a
pointer
Texan
on
that's not
OK,
good, but I don't care. I
and
don't
then
like Big
click
Red.
the left button
I do
once.
not like Big Red.
Again, in the Projects menu, highlight Quit and then release the button.
It tastes like
Close the
bubblegum to
utilities
me. It
window
tastes
by
like a
using
gum
the
cream
top left
soda.
box called
Big
the
Red.
Close
It's
gadget
like, I like
on the
cream
window
soda, but
border.
Big Red is like, to me, personally, it tastes like if a cream soda, like I was
Place the
chewing gum
pointer
and
on
drinking
the
cream
utilities
soda.
drawer and double click the
I
left
remember
button.
the Lifesaver soda. I never drank it.
Now can you see
Big
the
Red
note
does
My
taste like
Name
clown
in the
blood.
utilities drawer now?
Should be a circus peanut soda.
On my
I
screen
mean.
I can't, but I do know there is something that I can't see because the bottom border is no longer all the
Okay,
same
good. I'm not the
shade.
only. Like I had
Let's
some
move
of
the utilities
Coca-Cola's
window
holiday
to some
cream soda.
space.
It was good. I like
Place the
vanilla
pointer on the
Coke.
top
What can I
border
say?
of the window. The top border is known as the drag bar, and then click down and hold the left select button. Now drag the utilities window to the center and bottom of the screen.
Okay.
Release your finger. Now resize the window using the sizing gadget in the lower right corner of the window. Size it so
Listen,
that you can see
I would
the
take a
icon
sip of a circus
called
peanut
My
soda,
Name.
and then I would promptly vomit.
To retrieve that particular note, you just need to position the pointer on the icon of the note and double-click the left button. Do not
Going to
retrieve
Vegas.
your note at this moment. Repeat, do not.
I could see Alani doing a circus-flavored drink. Yeah,
Now, we
yeah.
could have saved our note directly to a data disk by prefixing the name with the name of our
I'm just glad,
destination
like,
disk.
Listen, Dr.
For
Pepper,
example,
great.
when
That
we
is
were
a
asked
good
to type
soda
in the name
for
of the note,
Texas.
I could have
Big Red,
typed
I'm
data
sorry.
1, My Name, and the note could have been saved directly to data 1 with a simple disk swap routine. Now with a little experimentation, you can discover the purpose of many of the menu options. Explanations of the various options are given in your manual.
I'm glad there's a hot debate about circus
Use
peanuts
the
going on
keyboard
in
now
chat
as you would
because
use a
it's a
typewriter,
contentious topic.
and type yourself
God, imagine if
a
I gave
memo.
out fucking circus
Turn
peanuts
the
for
tape back on
Halloween.
when you've finished your note,
The kids would have
and
destroyed
also
my
saved it.
house.
It just seemed like another sad case of people killing each other.
Sure is.
Did you remember to save your note?
No.
Good.
Why?
If the utilities drawer is still visible, remove it with a click of the left button with the pointer on the close gadget.
I'm not into really
Now
overly
place the pointer
sweet
on
things.
the utilities drawer.
I don't
and
know why, but
double-click
I'm not a
the
big
left
sweets
button.
guy.
Excellent. Now let's have a look at the calculator. Place the pointer on the calculator and double-click the left button.
Okay.
A diagram of a calculator appears on the top of the screen and is
Oh
unlike
man,
the
I know.
notepad
I
and
don't
many
even
other
think there's any.
tools
I don't
in
know
that
if
you
Trouble
cannot
even has any
change
gluten-free
its size.
options.
You can,
I feel
however,
like,
change the
and if
location
I'm
of the
wrong, you can yell at
calculator
me,
by using
but I
the
feel like a
drag
lot
bar
of
in the
Utah
top
culture,
border of the
and in
calculator.
particular a lot of Mormon culture, is really
You can
tied up
use the
into
calculator
sweets.
by
They
using
really
the
like,
pointer
there's a
from the
lot
mouse
of
and clicking the
Mormon-run
required
like
numbers,
sweets
or
businesses,
you
like
can
those
enter
dirty
the
sodas
calculations
and
via the keyboard.
Crumble.
Now from the keyboard,
It feels
you can
like
use the numeric keypad on the right of the keyboard, or you can use the numbers on the second top row.
it feels
of
like if you're
keys.
Mormon, you're really into sweet stuff.
Let's use the pointer first. Place the pointer on the number 9 and click the left button once.
Yeah,
Place
crumble
the pointer
cookies
on the
don't
number
look good to
7
me. I'm sorry, they look kind of
and click the
shitty.
left button once. Place the pointer on the asterisk or star on the calculator. The asterisk is the multiplication
Like to me, the
sign
crumble
in
cookies
computing.
look like they look
Click
like
the left
grocery
button
store
once.
cookies, but like overpriced. Does that make sense?
Now place the
It was
pointer on
good?
the
Okay.
number 5 and click the left button
fine.
once again. Place the pointer
Ooh,
on the
gas
number
station,
3
actually.
and click the left button once. Now place the pointer on the equal sign and press the left button once. The answer will be displayed on the calculator.
Oh.
Now use the calculator by yourself for a few moments using both the mouse and the keyboard.
All right, kids, you're allowed to stop and get some food while I fill up the gas tank.
If you still have the calculator on the screen, remove it by using the pointer on the close gadget.
All right, Gorgie. Ooh, yeah, burger.
Remove the utilities window by using the close gadget. Now place the pointer on the icon of the
Okay.
clock and double-click the left button.
Yeah, I wish I could. Okay.
The clock will appear in the top left corner of the screen. Even with the clock, you have options. The clock displayed at the moment is an analog clock. If you
I'm
prefer
fine.
digital clocks, they are
Running a
also
low on
available. Move the pointer
Live
to the
here,
inside
eat
of the
free,
clock window
really?
and press the left select button once. Press the right menu button on the mouse and keep pressing it. Move the pointer to the
fine.
menu heading type that appears in the menu bar.
Okay. Okay.
Move the pointer to digital 1.
Seraphis
release
Kane,
the
I'm
button.
sorry, that's really funny. I've been on Greyhound a
of
few
people like to have
times,
the
and
clock
the
on the
idea
screen
of the
all the
bus
time.
driver just being like,
And
"Oh,
in
we ain't got
digital
time for
form,
that."
it
It's
takes
really
up very
good.
little room. Place the pointer on the word clock and press down the left button. Keep pressing it down. Now drag the outline of the clock to the very bottom right of the screen. Release the button and your clock will be repositioned.
Oh, that's how you reposition the clock, chat.
Now you could leave this clock on the screen all the time if you wish. Spend the next few minutes experimenting with the other options available in the clock
I'm
menus.
fine. Chicken bacon ranch sandwich sounds good.
That concludes lesson 2 of these tapes. If you have finished for now and don't want to go directly to side 3, remove your WB disc from the disk drive. Turn off both the power to your monitor and your computer,
Okay.
and then fast forward this tape when you hear the chime and remove it from the player. If you wish to go straight to lesson 3, then fast forward this tape Then remove it from the cassette player and insert the second tape with side 3 facing upwards and press play.
Alright, I gotta pull over here.
Welcome to the Osborne 1 computer and the
Hold on.
CP/M operating system. We realize that you may have never been seated in front of a computer before, and therefore we'll begin this session by providing you with some information about the Osborne computer.
Y'all know about the
Once you are
Osborne?
made comfortable with the system, we'll begin exploring the operating system named CP/M that was provided with your Osborne computer.
Ooh.
If you haven't yet set up the
Alright, well,
computer
this is
in front of
happening.
you,
I'm gonna
take a
be
moment
right
to do
back.
so at
I will
this
be back
time.
in about 2 or 3 minutes.
Lifting the two latches located on either the side or top of your unit allows the keyboard to lie on the table in front of you. This also exposes the front of the computer system. You may find it helpful to raise the front of the computer system and rest it on the back of the keyboard. This positions the level of the screen for easy viewing. The most significant features of the computer's front panel are the screen and the 2 disk drives. The 2 disk drives are used for reading programs and data from the diskettes, or to write new programs and data on diskettes. The disk drive on the left side of the computer is named Drive A, and the one on the right is named Drive B. Each disk drive has a door latch in the center of it. Take a moment to open and shut the door latches until you get the feel of how they operate. If there happens to still be cardboard inserts or diskettes in either of the drives, please remove them.
The keyboard of the Osborne has a standard keyboard layout, with an additional numeric keypad on the right side of the main keyboard. The numeric pad is laid out like that of a calculator, so that if you are accustomed to working with numbers, you will find this feature handy. Either the number keys on the numeric keypad or the number keys on the main keyboard may be used when you are instructed to enter numbers. Just use those which are the most comfortable to you. Also, take a moment and locate the return key, the shift key, and the alpha lock key. The alpha lock key is similar to the shift lock key on a typewriter. Locate the escape key, labeled ESC, in the upper left-hand corner of the keyboard, and the control key, labeled CTRL,
Hey, I'm back.
next to the alpha lock key.
Man.
The last of the special keys are the 4 arrow keys.
I feel you,
to the right of
Smebble.
the return key.
I'm trying to go more
These
vegetarian
arrow
myself.
keys will be used for special functions in
Just
WordStar
to
and
save money
SuperCalc.
and also cholesterol.
Often throughout the 3 learning tapes and workbook, you will be instructed to press these keys, so it will be helpful to note their position.
I can't
on the
go full
keyboard.
vegetarian. I've tried. Unfortunately, if I wasn't
The power
allergic to
cord for the
soy,
Osborne
I would probably be
located in the rear
vegetarian.
of the
I
unit
love
behind a
it.
small
Sucks.
door.
I actually
Take
feel
the
worse
power
about
cord
being allergic
out
to soy than
and plug
wheat
it into
because,
any
like,
regular 3-hole wall socket.
I can go without
Turn
wheat,
off the
but
tape now
soy,
if you
man,
need to
soy
do
is so
this.
good. I miss it. I miss tofu more than anything. Fried tofu.
The on-off switch for the unit is located in the same area as you found the power cord.
Push
Yeah,
the switch
so
to the on
there's
position
finally
at
more
this time.
options that are soy-free and vegan
You
out
will hear a
there,
beep
but
from
I
the
really,
computer. The screen will
I
take about
fucking
20 seconds to warm up,
miss
as does a
tofu.
television set. When this time has elapsed, a brief message should appear on the screen. If this message does not soon appear, you may need to adjust the brightness and contrast controls.
Wheat.
These 2 knobs are located below the screen.
Yeah, no,
slightly
the
to
stuff
the
you
right.
make bread with. Well, you could make bread
To
with
adjust
weed.
the screen,
I
turn
guess.
both knobs fully clockwise, then turn them counterclockwise to a comfortable level.
Okay.
If still no message appears, make sure the plug labeled EXT video is all the way in.
This plug is located below and to the right of the contrast knob.
Okay.
Sometimes this plug may work loose in shipping the system. If you
Yeah,
still may
I'm
not
also
have
a
the message
vegetarian
displayed,
leaning omnivore
refer
if I
to your
think about
Osborne
it,
user's
because
reference guide
I
for
try to
further
eat less
instructions.
meat just because, again, I finally got my
The message
cholesterol
displayed
levels,
on the
like,
screen
they're getting
will be
better,
seen
so
anytime you turn on your
I'm still
computer or
keeping it
use the
up,
reset
like,
button to restart the system.
I've really cut a lot of,
The
cholesterol's
message on the
been
screen
cut, like,
now
to the
requests
bone
that you
in my
insert
diet.
a diskette into drive A and press the return key.
Yeah,
On
there
page
are a
2
lot
of
of,
the CPM section of your
the problem
workbook
is, yeah,
is
a lot of the
drawing
alternatives are
instructing you in the
either
proper method of
wheat-based
inserting the
or
diskette into the drive.
soy-based, so those are out of the question for
If
me.
you are
But there
not
are good
familiar
ones
with this
out there.
procedure, please turn off
There's
the tape and
a,
take a moment to refer to the workbook.
I bought it because the Minions are on it, but there's this, like,
At this time, locate the
vegan
CPM
corn nuts
system
out there.
diskette, which was
They're these
provided with
vegan
your
cheddar
Osborne
corn nuts that
computer.
actually taste fucking delicious. They're my
Insert this
absolute
diskette
favorite.
into disk drive A.
I cannot stop
The
eating
one
them.
on the
They are
left.
so good. And they've got the Minions on them, so
Push
you know
it
they're
all the
good.
way in and close the door latch.
Yeah, they're Minion nuts.
Following the instructions
I kind
on
of don't like
screen,
it because every
press the return
bag
key.
says, "Hi, just so you know, we're love corn. P.S.
You'll hear the disk
Find
drive word
joy in
and
the
see the
small
red light
things."
on
It's
disk
like, you don't
drive
get to
A
tell me
light up.
that. You're
On the screen,
fake
you will
corn
see the flying
nuts.
Osborne O and the message, loading CPM.
In the few moments it takes to load CPM, locate the other diskettes which came with your system. Also, locate and set aside some blank diskettes.
Yeah, actually, I miss soy milk because soy milk's the only, like, alt milk with protein in it. I do drink
loading
oat
should now
milk,
be
again,
complete,
so I get less
and a new
cholesterol.
display is present on the screen.
I use the
Before we
Planet
explore its
Oat
contents, let's
Barista
learn a
Lovers
little
oat
about
milk,
CPM in
and
general.
it's probably
First of
not
all,
good for me because
CPM stands for
it's not
Control
low in
Program for
calories or fat,
Microcomputer.
but it's really nice.
Any operating system, such as CPM, is just a set of instructions that tell the computer
That's
how
fair.
to communicate with its
For
various
some
parts,
reason,
such
I
as the
really
disk
like the
drive,
Planet Oat
the screen,
Barista's
the
milk. I
printer,
think that
etc.
one might be good, but like the rest
For
of the
most
oat
your
milks that I've
operations,
tried, they're
you'll
very
probably not be
brown,
aware of CPM.
and I don't like
However,
brown
there are
milk.
a few things you will need to remember about
I'm
this
fine.
operating system. We will concentrate on the
I
instructions.
used to
you will
like
use
rice
most
milk,
often.
but it's hard to find rice milk
Now
anymore.
back to the new
I haven't seen
information
rice
now
milk in
seen
like
on the screen.
years.
Displayed at this time is the Help menu.
I like tap water,
This menu is part of the Help program
sometimes.
provided for you on the CPM
but
system
what would be
diskette.
better, tap water or
When
tap
you
water
inserted
that's
the
been turned
CPM
into
system
tea?
diskette and pressed
Tea is
return,
also low calorie.
This program was read from the diskette and placed into the memory of the computer
And sugar-free.
and displayed on the screen. You are
I've
presented
never
with many
had
items
pea
on this
milk,
menu from which you
but
may
I
choose.
do like pea protein
Each item on the Help menu exists
foods.
to
Like I've
provide you with
had,
a brief explanation
like
of each
a,
of the subjects listed.
I don't know if it was Impossible.
Selecting a
It was
menu
an
item
Impossible
is as
Burger,
simple
yeah.
as pressing the corresponding key.
I'm fine. We're driving
If
normal.
this is your first time in front of the computer, you may wish to press the J key to access the subject of just starting.
Press the J key at this time.
Would I
When
drink
you
something
have
called
finished
pea
reading this
milk?
information,
Absolutely. I'm in.
Press the return
You see
key
the shit that
to go
I
back
drink
to
on
the
this
Help
stream.
menu.
I'm
Explore
drinking
any
something
of the
called
commands
Gorgie
that
right
interest you at
now.
this time. You may wish to turn off the tape and spend a few moments looking at the items on the menu.
Yeah, I'm about to crash because I'm thinking about pea milk.
Now that you have used the Help menu to your satisfaction, we're ready to move on.
Press the Escape key, labeled ESC.
I'm fine.
help menu is
I am
indicated
not
from the screen
fine.
and is replaced by a
Oh,
large
I need to
sign,
pull over and get
CPM.
serviced.
Below these
Oh,
letters, you
that
see
was a
printed
bad
the letter
idea.
A,
Sorry,
followed
I
by a
crashed
greater
because
than
I saw
symbol
the
and
phrase
a small
Draco Piss
underline.
War in chat.
This is the CPM prompt.
I
indicating to
crash
you
as
that
I'm thinking
CPM
of
is
pea
waiting for you
milk.
to give it a command.
God, that wasn't good.
The
Okay,
letter
I'm fine.
A
I'm
in
fine.
the prompt is an indicator as to the disk drive you are working with, and the small underline is called the cursor.
Ah, the
The
cursor.
always indicates the position of the next character you type. The first CPM command you will work with is the command to copy diskettes. Your Osborne computer supplies
I'm
you
not
with 5
totaled. I'm
program
okay.
diskettes.
Right?
These are considered master
I should probably
diskettes.
go to the service
You wouldn't want
station.
anything to happen to them. For that reason, you will make copies of each of the diskettes.
I would
These
love to
copies
explain to
then
the
will become your
cops that I
working
crashed
diskettes.
because I was
That
thinking
is,
of
the
pea
ones you
milk
will
and
use
Jocko's
every day.
piss war.
Place a blank diskette in drive B and be sure to close the door latch.
Okay.
Type the command copy, C-O-P-Y, and press the return key. If you have made an error, simply use the left arrow key
That's
to move
fine.
the cursor to the left
It's
and
fine.
retype the name
I'm
correctly.
fine. I'm totally fine. Let's get towed. Oh.
Shortly, a
Oh,
new menu
you don't
appears.
say. Yeah,
Press
let's
the
tow to
C key
service.
to indicate you wish to copy a diskette.
That's a lot of money.
We will discuss the format selection in a moment. At this time, let's copy the CPM master diskette you now have in disk drive A. You are being asked to select the source drive for copy. The source drive is the disk drive that contains the diskette to be copied, or the original.
Those are my tires?
Respond to
It's
the question
fine.
on the
It's
screen
fine.
by typing an A.
It's fine.
The screen now indicates that disk drive A is the source drive. You already have the CPM diskette in
Okay.
drive A and a blank diskette in disk drive
Let's just
B.
have some more gorgy.
So, simply press the return key.
Can't have this if you're sensitive to caffeine or children. Yeah, kids drink better things than
The screen
energy
is
drinks.
once again changed, and you are being
Drink
provided
tea
with a
and
visual
coffee.
indication of the copy process taking place. Drive A turns on, and 10 of the 40 diskette tracks are loaded into the computer's memory. Then drive
Okay.
B turns on, and the information now stored in memory is written to 10 tracks of the diskette
Okay,
in drive
let's go.
B. Watch as the process continues for all 40 tracks, numbered
I like the
0
disc noise
through
that they were playing
39.
earlier.
When the copying is complete, you are provided with instructions to either return to the copy menu or continue on to copy more
Excuse
diskettes.
me?
At this time, remove the new CPM copy from disk drive B and place a label on it. Also, remove the
That's
CPM
fine, just
master
drive into me, I
diskette
don't give a
and
shit.
set it aside.
I give a shit, sorry. I don't know if caffeine stunts your growth.
Before
I'm
you
more
are
like
instructed to copy the remaining master diskette,
I just feel like
it is
kids have so
important
much
to note that
energy
the
they don't
source
need
drive
caffeine.
is the disk drive where
Every
the
time I
diskette
had
to be
caffeine
copied
as a
is
kid, I would
placed.
just bounce off the
The
walls. But I would
destination
drink. I
drive
was
is the disk drive that contains
when I was
the
younger,
blank
I was a
diskette.
frappuccino freak. No
If you mix up
longer.
the source
No longer.
and destination drives, you will copy the blank diskette onto your good diskette. This could destroy good programs and data.
Okay.
Now, finish copying the remainder of your master
Like if a
diskette
kid wants
by
caffeine, I
following
mean,
the simple
shit.
instructions
How
on
can
the
you stop
screen.
them? But
When
also,
all
like,
diskettes are copied, put away the master diskettes in a safe place and turn
that
the
kid's gonna
tape
bounce
back
off the
on.
fucking walls.
Before we begin again, be sure your copied version of the
I'm fine.
CPN system diskette is in drive A. If you have not already done so,
Yeah, the
press
thing is, most
return
sodas have
to get back
caffeine,
to the
so
copy
kids are
main
always getting
menu,
caffeine.
and then exit the copy command by pressing return again.
I just feel like why are we okay with giving them soda and not coffee? Let kids drink coffee. Fuck it. Let kids drink
This is the
those
end of
energy.
side
Actually, do not
Turn
let your
over the
child
tape
drink
to
that like
begin
300
side
milligram caffeinated drinks. I've
This
seen
is
those
side
around.
2.
That's too
The
much.
A greater than
In one
symbol
drink, no
prompted,
thank you.
and cursor should once again be on the screen. With the system master
They have like
diskette now put
caffeinated
away
drinks with
safely,
like 300
let's
milligrams
continue.
out there now. You don't need
The process
that.
of
Well, maybe you
copying
do. I
diskettes
don't know.
using the copy command performed a special function on your diskettes before the actual copying happened. This process is called formatting. formatting prepares the surface.
I
of the
didn't know
diskette
they would say,
so
don't,
data can be
man,
written on it.
I wish I could grow a tail
When you
with
copied your
coffee.
diskettes, they were automatically formatted. To prepare blank diskettes to be used for storing data with your
My
Osborne
parents,
computer,
what they did
as we
was,
said, the
I always
diskette
wanted
must
to
be
drink coffee when
formatted.
I was a little kid.
You will
So
need
they were
one
like,
newly
all right,
formatted
why
diskette
don't you
for your
taste
work
some?
later on in
And it was
WordStar
just
and
plain black
SuperCalc.
coffee with nothing in
Let's
it.
create that
And
now.
I hated it so much that I never
The
asked for
format
coffee until
command,
I got way
as
older.
we saw earlier, is part of the copy command.
Type in the command copy, C-O-P-Y, and press the return key.
Yeah, I think I have on average, including coffee, like maybe 200 milligrams of caffeine a day spread out throughout the
This
day.
time, press
Mostly
F
because
to
after I
indicate
got my
you only
thyroid
wish to
removed,
format the
I became
diskette.
so much sleepier in general.
Place a
So
blank diskette
I
in
unfortunately
drive
have to
B.
have more coffee in my life just to keep me awake.
Close the door
That door's already closed.
and respond to the prompt at the bottom of the screen by typing a B. Follow the next instruction by typing return when you are ready to begin formatting the diskette.
I like chicory coffee, but
The format command now gives you a visual display of the formatting process.
that's a
The
definite
numbers
acquired
represent the
taste.
track numbers from 0 to 39. Each time the letter F is printed, it means that that track has now received the formatting process.
Oh.
When all 40 tracks have been formatted, CPM goes back to verify each track was formatted properly. This is indicated by the letter V.
Yeah, the reason I could probably drink more
With the format
caffeine,
complete,
but my
you now have
heart's
an
already
opportunity to
strained as
format
much as it
another
is by
diskette
all of my
or exit to
medications, so
CPM.
I got the tea, I got another
Press the
medication
return
that's
key
like got a
to
strain.
exit to the
And then
copy
I
main
started a
menu.
new medication that's
And
like,
then
it'll make your heart go faster.
Press
And I'm like,
return
all right,
again
I guess I got another
to
one.
exit to CPM.
That's why I'm trying to walk more and like eat less cholesterol, because my heart's like, come on, man. Come on. But I have
Diskettes,
great
as you
blood
know,
pressure,
are used to store
which is
programs and
amazing
data
to
which are
me
both
that I'm
saved
so
as
happy
files
about
on the
it. Every time I
diskette,
get my blood pressure
and
taken,
each
the
file
doctor's
is
like,
given a
woohoo.
name.
Well, actually, the
To
doctor's
examine
like
the
woohoo. I am
contents
like
of the
woohoo.
diskette, the directory
I don't
command
know
is
how I have
used.
good blood pressure. It's probably
Type
because of all the beans I eat.
D-I-R
Chat,
and
you should eat a
press
lot of beans.
return.
Beans are really tasty and good for you. I know that's a very Texan thing to say. Very Tex-Mex. But beans are
The
fantastic.
computer has now given you a listing of the files by name that exist on drive A.
I need to make pizza beans
Notice
again.
each
That was
name consists
amazing.
of 3 parts.
It's just beans,
The A column
marinara
indicates the
sauce,
files
and
on
mozzarella
drive
cheese
A.
and spinach.
The actual file
And then
name
you
follows
put
this.
it under the broiler with some
File names
pepperoni
are
on top.
described in detail
And then
on
it's
the help
delicious,
menu,
and you get
but
like
simply put,
all
they
the
can be
nice
1
fiber
to
and
8
protein,
characters in
and
length,
also like,
and
you
may
know,
use both letters
spinach.
and numbers for your file names.
Texans say
The
bean
last
and
part
chili,
of the
but they
file
like
name
beans
is
and
the
other
file
things.
type, also called the extension. The files you now see on the screen use the COM file extension. Some of the files on the screen should look familiar.
Man, I want to eat pizza beans
For
again.
example,
But
coffee
like,
and
again,
talc
I'm going to
you
have
seen.
Thanksgiving food for the next few
Files
days
which
coming
end
up
in
soon.
COM are files which contain programs which may be executed by simply typing
Yeah,
in the name and
there's a
pressing
stereotype
return.
that Texans don't like beans
This
in
is
their
what you did
chili.
when you
Bad
executed
vibes.
the copy program.
It depends on the Texan. Some
Files
Texans
are
are
added
for
to a
it, but
diskette
majority of
with
Texans
the
famously
save
are against
command,
it.
and they may be erased from the diskette by
I like
using
beans
the
in my chili, but I
ERA
think it's good to
command.
have additional fiber and protein.
Let's add a blank file to the diskette so that we may also experiment with the ERA command. You certainly would not want to practice this on any of the system files that you have on the diskette.
Yeah, I like chili with beans. I
Type
cannot do
save.
chili without beans.
S A V E and press the space bar. Type a 0
Okay.
and again enter a space. Type the name T-E-S-T period
Test.
S-I-L. That's T-E-S-T period F-I-L.
Phil,
and press Return.
father-in-law.
If you have made an error while typing in the file name, simply use the left arrow key to move the cursor to the left and retype the name correctly.
Tex-Mex is so good. Tex-Mex
You have
is
just created
amazing.
a blank file named test with an extension of FIL.
Type DIR and press Return.
That means directory.
Verify that this file now exists on your diskette. To erase the file you have just created, type the command ERA.
You have a game history chili story? Did they make? Is it like the Yellowstone chili where they made a branded chili?
ST.FI.
Is there like a James Pond chili out there?
And press Return.
After a short time, the
I gotta
prompt
say it, if
returns
I
to
met
the
James
screen
Pond,
when the
I would
file
eat
has been
him.
erased.
Chaplin's
To
chili
verify
god.
this, once
Have y'all been
again,
watching the new
execute the
season of On
directory
Cinema?
command
It's
by
so
typing
good.
DIR
Cornbread is
and
amazing.
pressing
I'm gonna be
Return.
again. I'm gonna be making some of that for Thanksgiving. MEC made a company cookbook where everyone contributed recipes. Half of it is just chili
The file
recipes
name
from
is
the
no
annual
longer
company
listed.
cook-off.
There are
MECC had a
several
chili
other general-purpose
cook-off?
commands available in CPM, but we have saved those for the workbook.
I
where they
know,
can be
they're
better
live streaming
described.
Giamotto's funeral.
However, there is one
I think I'm
last
gonna be able to
program
watch
in
it.
CPM you should know about now. This is the setup program. It is used to configure the program diskettes so they operate properly with the different
Lime
hardware
glazed
components of the
carrots.
system.
Type Setup SETUP.
We
And
ordered
press
barbecue brisket one year for Thanksgiving, but like the brisket place was really busy and we barely got our brisket.
Each of
So
the
we just been
program
doing it on it.
diskettes
It's nice.
will need to be
We finally
configured.
have a kitchen
So
that's
let's
big
begin
enough
with
to,
the
you
CPM
know,
diskette already
equip
in
to have more
drive
than
A.
one person in the kitchen at once. Our old
Type in the
kitchen.
letter A in response to
Our
the
old kitchen could
prompt
only
on the
fit like
screen.
one person. It was itty bitty. This new one though, multiple
Disk
people.
drive A has turned on and loaded the memory of the computer with the current configuration of your CPM diskette. This is now displayed on your screen along with a new menu of options.
A new menu of
The
options.
first setup option you see is one involving the printer. The diskette in drive A has the printer currently configured for a standard serial printer.
Press the A key.
Hey, we're in New Mexico. We're really gonna make it to
There are 5
Austin.
available printer types which may
Holy
be
moly,
indicated.
we've driven from Seattle to. We're
Almost
really
all
gonna do
printers
it.
fall into the category of one of these 5 types.
To change the
Chat, do you think
printer
I'll make it
setting,
to Austin by the
simply
end of the
type
stream?
corresponding letter. You should now choose the letter that represents the printer you have. If you're uncertain about the type, check the printer manual or contact your dealer. When you have made the appropriate change in the printer setting, press the X key to return to the setup menu.
Obscuratory, I need to give you. You
The
need.
baud rate
On
option
Cinema's so
allows you
good.
to indicate at which
I've been
baud
meaning
rate
to
the
buy.
serial
Tim
port
Heidecker
in
has a
front of
new
your
thing
Osborne
where
will transmit data.
it's like $50 a year,
This
but
port
it's
is
just
labeled
all the weird
RS-232
text
on
threads
the
he does
computer,
with
and is where many printers are connected.
Greg and Mark.
Baud
And
rate
I really
refers
want
to the
it, but
speed at which
like,
characters are
I
sent to
did
the
watch
port.
the live tour. I really
Current
liked the
setting
live
is
tour.
1200 baud. which
That
is
was
the
actually in
setting for
Austin. I got so
communicating at
excited.
120
Their next live
characters
tour's
per
not
second.
hitting Texas at all. I'm so sad.
Press the B key.
The baud rate changes to its only other setting, 300
You're
baud.
right. He goes by New
This
now. His name
equates
is
to
New
30
Heidecker.
characters per second.
Sorry, On
Any
Cinema's
device,
really
such
one
as a
of.
printer that will be connected to this
It
port,
is my one.
will
It's
specify
like
the
it
baud
is the
rate
only
it is able to
hyperfixation
operate
I've
at.
had that I've actually like never
Press the
fallen
B
off
key.
of.
And return the baud rate to 1200.
This menu selection allows you
This
to
is a
change
menu
the screen
selection.
size of the Osborne. This is not to be confused with the screen as you now see it. The physical
Cool bridge.
screen has the ability to display up to 52 characters only. However, the actual length of a line may be as high as 128 characters.
That's many characters.
This feature will be very apparent when you move on to WordStar.
Press the letter C.
A new menu exists for changing the screen size. It may be set to 52, 128, or any number between 1 and 128. It is currently set at 128, and for all of the programs provided with your Osborne, it should be kept at this setting.
Yeah, everyone catch up to On Cinema.
So,
The latest season's
Press
good.
the X key to return to the main menu.
The 4 arrow keys have 2 possible settings. WordStar requires that these keys operate in a special fashion, different than most other CP/M programs.
I'm fine.
Press the F key, and you'll note the change to indicate WordStar. Only your WordStar.
I think my favorite
will
thing about the
require
new
this
season of On
configuration.
Cinema is,
Since you're
I guess this
configuring
isn't much of a spoiler because it happens in the first episode.
Press the F key to return the
Greg
setting to
is
CP/M.
currently doing a bootleg
Necessary for you
kinoscope
to
type
perform the
thing
process of setup.
where he takes
You
a
configure both
VHS
your
camcorder
WordStar
and points it
SuperCalc
at a
diskette.
screen showing DVDs
We have
of
left the configuration of the horizontal
DVDs of
scrolling
TV
and
shows,
function keys for
and he
WordStar.
just records it that way to turn them into
Especially in the
movies.
case of the function
It's
keys,
really,
we feel
really
it is
funny.
easier
I'm sorry.
demonstrated by seeing it rather than hearing it.
To now save the new configurations you have set up, press the X key to exit the setup menu.
It's like he's doing
Now
a
being
cam
asked
LP
which
basically,
diskette
but it's
in
with
which drive to
what it
store
is
the new
he's just
configuration.
turning
Press the
like
A
Third Rock
key.
from the Sun. He's like recording it onto VHS tape and trying to turn it into a movie. It's really bad. I love it so
You will hear the
much.
disk drive turn on as the new setup information is being stored. As you can see, the CP/M operating system contains those programs and commands essential to the operation of your Osborne 1 computer.
Oh.
You will never spend a great deal of time using CP/M as you will with the other programs like WordStar and SuperCalc. But you will be doing important things with CP/M.
I'm fine.
It is important that you remove all diskettes you may have in the computer before you turn it off. Your diskettes may
It's
be permanently
fine.
damaged if the power is turned off without removing them from the disk
I
drive.
love those insert game here all cutscenes full movie videos. Those are so funny. I love when they call video games movies.
Once the diskettes have been removed, the computer can be turned off by pushing the on-off switch to the off position.
The workbook will give you a good review of the commands you have explored while listening to the tape. In addition, there are other commands you will find handy.
I'm driving normal, it's okay.
Have fun with your Osborne, and when you are ready, you may begin exploring WordStar and SuperCalc. Copyright 1982 Osborne Computer Corporation. CP/M is a registered trademark of Digital Research.
All right. Got the next tape going. Hold on, let me just fix this. Folks. What? What was that shot? Anyways, it's time for more Boomerang. I don't know why there was a shot, but that's okay.
It just seemed like another sad case of people killing each other.
I found a Volvo dealer.
It just seemed like another sad case of people killing each other.
Hold on, let me turn it up real quick. I like the angelic noises.
Aw, man, I'm beat. I wish I were a grizzly bear.
Hold it, Rachel. You're tired, so you wish you were a grizzly bear?
Yeah, so I could sleep for 5 months in a row.
Yeah, but look at it this way. Grizzlies sleep right through Thanksgiving and Christmas.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe we could rearrange the calendar just a touch.
No problem. Claire, where are you headed this month?
Get a load of this, Chief. I'm going back in time to interview Martin Luther King.
Tucker?
Okay.
I got a weird one, Chief, and something about taking a bath.
King, tell our listeners what's going on over at the Bureau of Big Ideas.
I don't know much about aliens and extraterrestrial space. I bet they're cool.
Hooked on poison.
Poison?
Yeah. Well, Jacques and I bake up a batch of chocolate chip cookies, and Devin broadcasts from a dirty bedroom somewhere in the universe. Ladies and gentlemen, start your thinking machines.
Okay, I'll start my thinking machines. I think space is cool. I actually really like
I'm one of the
space.
Boomerang
It's
kids,
neat.
here to help you keep up with
There's a lot of things going on there.
Stories, songs, kids' views of
I don't know
movies,
if aliens are real, but if they
you'll
are,
ever hear.
could you give me top surgery? Use your alien technology, please.
Put on the earphones.
Space is cool, though. I like going to the planetarium where they do space shows. I haven't been to one of those in a long time. I'm sure Austin has a planetarium.
ML, as his family called him, was a typical all-American boy. He loved to wrestle and box. He had a paper route, and he was an avid reader. But there was one other detail that seemed to affect ML and his family more than all these combined. His skin was black. You were a black youngster living in the South during the 1940s. Part of your education was learning your place. ML's education started early with 2 kindergarten buddies announced they could no longer play with him because he was black and they were white. When he was just 6, a policeman pulled over his family car and said to his father, "Let me see your license, boy." Martin's father, a proud minister, pointed over to his son. "This is a boy. I am a man." Then there was the time he and his father were shopping for some shoes, and the salesman asked them to come in back and try on some shoes. Again, his father refused to be bullied. "Either I buy shoes in front of the store or I don't buy them here at all." When he was 15 years old, Martin traveled hundreds of miles away from home to a
The American Museum of Natural History. That sounds
second
sick.
class. But when the white passengers climbed aboard the crowded bus for the ride home, the driver ordered Martin and his teacher to give up their seats. For 2 hours, Martin King stood in the center aisle simmering over the injustice of it all. These incidents taught Martin he would have to be better than average to even have a chance of being successful in life. So he studied hard.
Okay, I'm fine.
He took 2nd and 9th grades, and he entered Morehouse College when he was just 15. First planning to be a doctor, then a lawyer. Martin finally decided to follow in the footsteps of his father.
UT Austin holds star parties. Okay, I should do that. There's a lot of stuff going around at UT Austin that's
A young
interesting.
black woman in town was arrested for refusing to give up her
They have
seat
some
on the
amazing
bus.
museums there
The
too.
woman's
Like,
name was Rosa Parks.
if you want to go to a bunch of free museums in Austin, go to the UT campus. There's a bunch.
Because he was a newcomer, without enemies or the wrong friends, they chose Martin Luther King to lead the boycott. For 13 months, the city's black population found other ways to get to work and school, until a court order said segregated bus seating was illegal. But again, the thrill of victory was short. King's church and house were bombed. I'm going back in time to 1963 to speak with the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. We're in jail in the town of Birmingham, Alabama, where Reverend King and his friends have been arrested once again. Ever since the successful boycott in Montgomery, Reverend King and other black leaders have been working all over the South, trying to gain equality for black Americans. Birmingham is just the way to stop. Jeepers, Reverend King, what are you doing in jail?
Would you like the easy answer or the complicated one?
The easy one, I guess.
I'm in jail because I want my freedom. And a few white people in this state don't want to give it to me.
You mean black people aren't free here in Alabama?
Oh, they don't call us slaves anymore. They can't haul us around in chains and sell us to the highest bidder. But you can't be happy.
I have to say,
anymore
this
than
is
you
actually
can
a really
have
respectful and well done
As
segment.
long as there are laws
It
that
is
tell
interesting the way Boomerang
which water
actually
fountains they
handles
can
like
drink from.
touchier subjects. I
I
think
am
they do a
not a
pretty
free
good
man.
job of it for
Now,
kids
some white
material.
folks say that we're troublemakers, that everything would be just fine in Birmingham if we got out of town.
Whoop.
But we're not causing tension. What's causing tension is a different set of laws for white people and black people, a different kind of justice for white people and black people, a different quality of life for white people and black people. Now, don't get me wrong, Claire.
Oop.
It's not all white people who treat us like this. We have many white brothers and sisters working with us. Even President Kennedy himself. His brother Bobby called me this morning and said they would get me out of here. And I had to tell them that I couldn't leave until charges against us were all dropped. Bobby Kennedy is a good man, but he sees matters a little differently. Martin, he said, we'll work with you on this.
I'm driving
You just have to be
fast.
patient. Wait, just a little longer. Now, I understand the word wait. Every black person on the face of this great nation has heard the word many, many times. We've been hearing it for so long that when someone says wait, we hear a different word. Never.
Jesus, what are you going to do?
Different folks have different ideas about what it would take to win our freedom. Some believe black people should move back to Africa, to our homeland.
Okay, that sounds interesting. It's an NYC, okay. I really want to go to New York City. I want to go to the museums in New York City so fucking bad. I want to go to all the stupidest museums too.
First of all, I don't believe my home is in Africa. America is my home. But that doesn't mean we'll allow ourselves to be teaspoon-fed our God-given freedom.
It's awesome, but it's also clearly 100 plus years old. That sounds amazing.
There are evil people out there who stole my freedom. These thieves won't give back that freedom.
Okay, I'm going way too
without a
fast. I
whole
should
lot
slow
of
down.
pushing and shoving.
Violence.
I most certainly
I'm fine.
do not mean violence. Oh, there are brothers and sisters who quote from the Bible, an eye for an eye. You know, if you fight us, we'll fight right back. And sometimes
I'm driving normal.
I look into the eyes of a man who cannot
The museums in Austin, like
a man who has had his land stolen from him.
the Bullock
His son
Museum
lynched.
is,
And I do not know how to
if you're
tell him
interested in
to
Texas
turn the other
history, the
cheek.
Bullock Museum is very
But you don't
interactive.
have to be
They have a lot of
to see
AR
that if
exhibits
you
and
trade an
stuff.
eye for an eye,
It's pretty
soon we will all
pro-Texas
be
though,
blind.
so,
No,
which is
you don't
unfortunate.
never let someone pull you down so
So there's
low
not a lot of
as
like
to make
critical
you
talk about Texas history.
How are you going to make
But it's also like a museum where you use like AR glasses to see what old boats you. It's a very interactive modern
sit in any
museum.
seat and go anywhere I so choose. If they arrest me, someone else will step forward to act in my place. If that person is arrested, someone else will take their
We hit
place
Santa
until
Fe.
there's no more room in the jail.
They only do star parties on Wednesday night.
We'll come
Fuck.
back again,
God,
again,
that's
and again.
story of my life.
You mean you want to stay in jail?
Look at the rat droppings there in the corner. And do you feel the cold? No, of course, I don't want to stay here. I miss my wife and children. But by sitting here in this jail tonight, I hope to make sure that my children won't be sitting in jail 10 years from now simply because their skin is a different color. I believe it is my duty as a human being to disobey unjust laws. But it is also my duty to accept the punishment that comes from breaking the law.
Wow,
Otherwise, civilization
obscuratory.
will unravel
Yeah,
faster
we
than a bad suit. Remember, honey, it is not laws.
You
that
know
are
what's
bad.
crazy?
It is unjust.
Speaking about museums
If
featuring
we
dead
put them to jail,
bodies,
they will have no choice but to
obscuratory,
continue.
have you heard of the
Why
plastination
the newspaper
type
kicked up such a
museums
stink
that
when I was
are
arrested
like
in
tourist
Albany,
museums that
Georgia,
are
that the
happening?
police ordered me from
Those are
myself.
crazy
I've
and
been thrown
gross.
out of a lot
That's
of places before,
they're opening
but
up one of
never
those.
jail.
It's so gross, right? I'm sorry. I feel like if I went to one of those museums, the ghosts of the people who've been plastinated would like haunt
Only a
me.
fool looks at the road ahead
I
of
hate
them
that.
that's
I
hard.
hate
What is
plastination.
hard anyway,
It's so it's gross. And the bodies look weird. Yeah. Oh God, I've heard body worlds is like prisoners and
that you can't go to school more than 3 months in a row without going to work like my father. A wise
it's
old
pretty
slave
controversial
once said,
because they're either prisoners or like,
we ain't what
yeah,
we want to be,
ugh.
and we ain't what
I
we're
just-
going to be.
I
Thank
feel
the
like
Lord, we ain't what we used to be.
I feel like models are good enough that we don't need to do that to
Just a few
human
weeks later,
bodies.
The Supreme Court ruled that Birmingham's segregation laws were unlawful. But Martin Luther King's ideas of nonviolence were to be tested time and time again. Police unleashed dogs and fire hoses on black school children. 4 young black schoolgirls were killed in a bomb attack on a Baptist church.
Yeah, there's a lot of controversy about where those human body exhibits get the bodies from.
The day before he was to receive the most important honor in the world, an award called the Nobel Peace Prize, King received an unsigned note suggesting that he commit suicide. Later, it was discovered that the note was okayed by J. Edgar Hoover, who was then the director of the FBI. New black leaders arose who said Reverend
I mean, they're right, but that's not something I expected to be discussed in a kid's show. Damn.
And in April 1960,
yeah, I was like, get his ass!
Jr. himself was murdered in Memphis, Tennessee. But Reverend King would rather we remember the triumphs as well as the tragedies. The Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965 gave black people in the
LBJ Museum in Austin has a lot of info about the Civil Rights Act, because LBJ was unsurprisingly very proud of it.
Reverend King's finest moment was in 1963 in Washington, D.C. 250,000 people had come from all over.
Yeah, mentioning the FBI's involvement is very much like very controversial, especially for 1994, 95. I'm fine. I wasn't looking at chat.
Let us not seek to satisfy our thirst for freedom by drinking from the cup of bitterness and hatred. We can never be satisfied as long as our children are stripped of their selfhood and robbed of their dignity by signs stating for whites only.
It's a long trip. I think we might make it to Austin before the stream ends.
Of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream. My 4 little children one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. I have a dream today.
Yeah, the more I listen to Boomerang, the more I'm like, is Boomerang sick? I think it is. Sick positive, not sick negative.
Boys and black girls will be able to join hands with little white boys and white girls as sisters and brothers. I have a dream today. A dream from every village and every hamlet.
Oh wait, I'm cool. I didn't miss it.
And every city. We will be able to speed up
Headquarters in what used to be the NY Parks and Rec building. Damn.
White men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual. Free at last, thank God Almighty.
Shout out to the Vista Group for digitizing all these tapes.
Another turning point in American history.
If I got DMCA'd for MLK's speech, I would lose it.
Whoa, what is that?
This is a stack of letters we received this month from subscribers about the funny things grown-ups do. Where do you start? At the top, of course. Here's a letter from Jeremy.
I was just gonna say it's just immediately like It's the whiplash. I don't think it's copyrighted. It would be funny if it was though, considering I got dinged on War of the Worlds.
Who's that? How can you talk to somebody that long when you don't even know who they are?
Hey, Jeremy, it is not easy. It helps if you stick with the questions like, boy, there are a lot of cars out in the parking lot, aren't there? Here's a letter from Abby Miller in Kearney, Missouri.
I'm with the Boomerang kids. I hate making small talk. I'm bad at it.
But he has this embarrassing habit. Whenever he thinks something is neat, he says, nifty. I hate that word. It makes me so embarrassed when he says it in front of my friends. How can I break this habit?
Dear Abby, all habits are hard to break.
You're mad your dad says nifty?
Maybe he doesn't realize how often he says it, or how weird it sounds. The next time he introduces you to one of his friends.
It is copyrighted. Okay. I did not know that I Have a Dream speech was copyrighted. You learn something new every
Try
day.
that a few times and see what happens. But watch out. Like, wow, man. It really might become a habit. Finally, a letter from Stephanie Radke in Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Hey, Las Cruces, New Mexico, that's where we
Whenever I
are.
wanna see a movie like Four Diamonds, my mom says no because it's too sad. Why?
It's love, Stephanie. It probably hurts her to see you sad. I know what it's like. I don't let Dad watch Wizard of Oz with us anymore because he always cries like a baby when Dorothy says goodbye to Scarecrow.
That's it for Big Talk. Send us your letters about the funny things grown-ups do. And maybe you'll hear yours in the next issue of...
Chad, should I watch Wicked? Not the new one, but like the first one.
My name is Tucker Jones. I'm a private eye. There's 752 stories in the town of Michael. This
I have no clue if Steven Spielberg owns the MLK movie rights. That would be psycho. But it is a real psycho world out there, you know.
and household chores. You don't have time to sit around and problem is, when you used to get paid peanut butter and jelly,
You can tell we're in New Mexico because everything's very bright. Speaking of New Mexico, chat, have you seen that Vince Gilligan's new show, Pluribus? I'm enjoying it. It's it takes place in New Mexico and other places, but mostly New Mexico. I love how much Vince Gilligan is just like, fuck it, I'm a New Mexico guy now. The craziest thing I would buy the rights for if I had infinite money, Cookie Blair. I would buy the rights to Cookie Blair somehow and release it for free.
oh well, when you're a detective in a town this size, you can't expect to go on a larceny case and play every day of the week. Without getting into it on the phone.
I'd also buy the rights to Wizard of Oz because it'd be funny.
This sounds like weird. I prefer to handle weird ones face to face.
Wizard of Oz, the movie, not the books. The books are in public domain, if I recall.
Miss Klimko was waiting for me at the front door.
I also feel the books are more interesting than the movies. Because you've got Ozma, and Ozma's fucking crazy.
I know. Well, Mr. Jones.
Ozma and Dorothy are always kissing.
But I couldn't go to the police. I mean, it's a bit embarrassing to report your bathtubs. Bathtub, man? Did you say your bathtub was stolen? Well, yes, she said. I told you.
I still need to see Return to Oz.
Secretary.
Never seen it. I've seen the original Wizard of Oz once.
X.
And I was like, that's interesting.
That's it. Mom's gonna have to find something else to get through.
Ozma's in Return to Oz? Okay, cool.
We need to focus on information. Now, man, as you were saying, she invited me in. A quick stroll.
Yeah, there's no heterosexual explanation for Ozma and Dorothy's relationship. They're always like, we're just girls who like to kiss a lot. It's fine.
Miss Klimko, are you certain your husband hasn't called any plumbers to put in a new
Have y'all ever seen Franco Baum's
Maybe you had some trouble.
movie production work? Like, there used to be these multimedia Oz shows he would produce that would feature like old movie. They would feature like movies and like film and then like stage actors interacting with the movie. It's very interesting stuff. I think very little of it has been preserved. You'd buy, if you had infinite money, you'd buy the rights to both Mario and Sonic and only use them to re-release Samari. Good.
That puts it pretty far down the list when it comes to things Robert Steve. I logged on the internet before I came over. Jewelry, VCR, stereo. Those are the top choices. Options are way down there after.
Well, we're finally in Texas.
Tell me, Mrs. Klimko, was there anything unusual about this bathtub? Unusual, she repeated. Yes, you know, diamond studs and stopper, maybe a rare 13th century rubber duck decoration outside.
You would develop Bongo Championship Edition. Yeah.
I mean, this is ridiculous. Who would want to steal a bathtub? That, of course, was not acceptable.
I would love to buy, okay, hear me out. I would love to make a cereal out of like Wuthering Heights.
I called over there. They hadn't had an exchange in 23 years.
A Jane, okay, but you know they would do artisanal Jane Austen cereals too as well at one point, you know?
I called up the local police department and asked if they had any other reports of stolen bathtubs. The policewoman at the other end of the line asked me to repeat the question, then muttered "kids" and slammed down the phone. None of the usual detective tricks were working. When it comes she gets jailed, there's only one thing this girl she does. I go down to the newspaper and slam it. The News Depot is one of the 3 places in town where you can get a decent soda or milkshake. Kids usually go to the other 2 on account of the old guys at the end of the counter lousing up the air with cigarette smoke. But the other 2 didn't have Jerry. Jerry worked the counter, and this man could jab.
Man, I would love to buy Snacks and Jackson and have him return.
But if I was up against the law, Jerry somehow, somewhere, always seemed to say something to help break the case. Today, Jerry didn't seem too inspired. I told him the whole story, and the only advice he had was to quit loafing around and get a real job. Paper routes, babysitting, mowing lawns, shoveling snow. Those are real jobs.
This kid sounds like a smoker.
Let's face it, someone is pulling your chain. But Jerry shot out words of wisdom, and all the smoke clouded up my air slits. I decided to pack it in. I flipped Jerry a nickel for his advice, 5 cents more than it was worth. I was halfway out of the door when he said, "Tell you one thing, Jones. At least you can eliminate the kids as suspects." "Yeah," I said, without looking back. "Why is that?" "Because I've never met a kid yet who wants to take it back." If there was one thing worse,
I like to take baths. It's really nice. Like, you just lay there.
One thing about the News Depot, it sticks with you. I couldn't get the smell of smoke out of my coat, and I couldn't get Jerry's bad joke out of my brain. Kids would never want to take a bath. Maybe Jerry was worth a nickel after. It was a long shot to say at least. I mean, 2 little guys would never be able to tear out a bathtub by themselves. And there's no way they could carry the thing outside and get rid of it. When you find yourself at a bad mood, you got 2 choices. Head for the door, or get out.
I'm fine. I didn't do that crash. Someone else did.
We went back to the Klimko house. Their 2 kids were pulling a snowman out of the wall. The snow was wet and soggy, and their snowballs quickly rolled into massive grass and mud-flat boulders. Too big to push.
I got a nice bathtub. I mean, it's not like a clawfoot bathtub or anything, but it works. And it's nice to take a bath in sometimes. Get a cheap bath bomb from Lush. Just toss that shit in.
John, the youngest boy, grinned like he didn't have a worry in the world. Not in this lifetime. We don't have to take baths.
We'll train.
Oh, why is that? Michael butted in. Oh, John's just talking Christmas wishes.
The New York Historical Society. Bath bombs are great if you're, like, need enrichment in your bath, I guess. Yeah, I'm lucky. They didn't update our... I've noticed a lot of places now only have showers. They don't have shower baths, and we still have a shower bath, so... Luckily, when they redid the house, they didn't redo the bathroom. They just redid the floors. Got nice floors.
Using the family computer, he sent a letter on his dad's stationery to Speedy Brothers, asking them to come tear out the bath.
Yeah, baths are nice. I have a shower chair because I have issues standing up sometimes, and man, shower chairs are a great way to take showers too. It's like you get the sitting convenience of a bath, but the cleanliness of a shower. Alex, pro shower chairs.
The Speedy guys just brought themselves back. Oh, they had to do a little work. Still got a little bit.
Yeah, shower chairs rip. They're great.
Me, I offered to take it over Tuesday. Parents agreed to take it easy on life. Any kid with that kind of parent deserves it. Oh, and Jerry, well, Jerry, if you're listening, I've got a real fat tip. Never underestimate a kid.
I won't underestimate a kid.
Hey.
Uh-huh.
Birthday presents from Mom have always been a watercolor painting of our dog, or maybe a drawing of Grandma. This year I wanted to do something different. You know, get him a real present. I saved up my allowance for 6 weeks, and when Mom took us into town for grocery shopping,
Yeah, get your dad a Cuban cigar.
the drugstore and bought him some men's perfume. When Dad found out Mom didn't help buy it or anything, he got one of those proud smiles on his face. Even if the stuff did smell kind of gross.
Good music. Good drums.
Gentlemen, hobos and tramps, cross-eyed mosquitoes and bow-legged ants. This is Devin the Duck, broadcasting to you from a messy bedroom somewhere in the universe on Boom Radio. Well, Boomers, we did it. Another holiday season in the can. Now don't get me wrong. I dig Christmas and Hanukkah as much as the next kid. I mean, any excuse for presents, right?
Agree.
It's just some of the stuff that comes along with it. You know what I'm talking about.
Like what?
Kisses on the lips from Grayed Out Lucy. I love my grandma and grandpa, and all my other relatives too. But there always seems to be one of these kissing ants that likes to put you in a wrestling suite and plant a big, juicy smack on the mouth. Then there's Christmas dinner. All this great food. Mashed potatoes, roast goose, pies. Well, about 2 hours of great food.
You're having roast goose?
I mean, there have been holiday dinners where we've sat around for a half hour just poking our salad. By the time we get done with the cookies and dessert, all the blood has drained from my legs and I can hardly walk. Of course, there is a reason for the long dinner. Questions. Most of the stuff is about politics and stuff I don't know anything about. The rest is stuff I don't want to know anything about, at least not on vacation. Like, how are you doing in school? And what's your favorite subject? Sorry, folks. Off duty.
Sorry, I like this kid. I ain't telling my family shit. You want to know about my life? Pay me.
That means I get the sofa with the blankets from the closet that smell like World War II. Then the next morning they sleep in forever. And you have to be quiet through all the best cartoons. I figured every kid went through this. And then I stayed at my friend Billy's house for Turkey Day. At Billy's house, Thanksgiving wasn't even a big deal. Billy's relatives ate frozen dinners in front of the football game. Nobody asked us a single question about school. To tell you the truth, they didn't even talk to us at all. No one tried to give me a single hug.
Hey, Magambo, welcome.
The next morning, everyone left for work and
I'm finishing up my drive from Seattle to Austin, and we're listening to Boomerang.
They aren't that bad. This is Devin the Duck broadcasting to you live from the smile on your dial. Boom Radio.
Okay.
Once every 10 years, our government sends a questionnaire to every person in the country.
Ooh,
to find out stuff about
census.
the American people. They ask questions like, do you own a car?
No.
How much money do you make?
Not
Do you
enough.
have any pets?
Two.
To tell you the truth, those kinds of questions.
Technically, I have two. Although there is an outdoor cat who is who's in the neighborhood who is slowly becoming my cat, so I gotta get her fixed. She's so sweet. I hadn't seen her in 2 days, and when she saw me, she literally ran towards me. It was the sweetest thing. Yeah, you gotta see my shitty driving, Magombo.
And the worst Christmas presents I ever got were 3 bean bags in the shape of brains, which were supposed to be used for juggling.
That's a bad gift.
And I lived in the baddest city, and I didn't have it. And the worst Christmas present that I got was probably a big jewelry set that I got from my cousin, because I don't really wear jewelry that much. Well, my name's Kenny Snyder. I'm 13 years old, and I live in Colorado Springs, Colorado. And the worst present I ever got was a doll. It's a big doll, and I got it when I was 3. It was for my mom.
If you want to be part of our kids' census, write
I'm
down
fine.
your name and phone number, and some Saturday morning we might give you a call.
Chat, what's the worst Christmas present you ever received?
What do you
This.
call Batman and Robin once they get ran over by a steamroller? Flat man and ribbon.
Worst gift I ever got was a bag of artichokes with a 99-cent sticker still on the bag. That was from my uncle who had a ton of money. Bag of chips and a scratch ticket sounds about what I've gotten sometime.
Across the road. It was stuck to the chicken's foot.
All right, 1 second, chat. I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
And now for
Okay.
the little sister joke of the month.
It's fine.
Why the snowman?
10 random comics. Were they all just random superhero comics? Because that sucks.
Because it was a
Only one of them was number 1 and the rest was for an entirely different series. Oh, that sucks. Some kind of doll that you plug an iPod into and it dance into the light show and a horrible nonsense DJ interjections. That sounds kind of cool though. Imagine you put on like the like nastiest music and it's just going crazy for you. I only remember the artichokes because he gave it to me and then he's like, sorry, I can't stick around, kid. I gotta go head over to the port so I can go on a Hawaiian cruise. And I'm like, okay, thank you. And I'm just holding this bag of artichokes as he's going to Hawaii. And I'm like, You couldn't have given me like a $5 gift certificate to like Toys R Us? Yeah, I was a child. I was like 10, 11. I found it funny at the time because I was like, yep. They weren't cooked artichokes either, they were raw art. It was a bag of 4 raw artichokes. Which is really the funniest item to get as a 10-year-old. I wouldn't, again, if it was just like, I feel like you could, just a $5 gift certificate to Toys R Us, boom. I mentioned once that I liked artichokes, and I think that's why he was like, I don't know. He clearly bought it at the grocery store, you know.
A little more, daring. All right.
I ate the artichokes eventually. I was like, Mom, could you cook these artichokes for me? And she was like, sure, let's eat artichokes.
Half cup brown sugar, half cup white sugar, 1 egg, half teaspoon of vanilla.
Damn, they're giving a recipe.
Tablespoons of flour, 1 cup and 2 tablespoons.
Yeah, the Times Square Toys R Us looked sick with the Ferris wheel. I wish I could have gone there.
Yes, I am aware we're not cooking in Army mess hall.
But unfortunately, I'm a grown adult, so Toys R Us is like...
Just the right amount.
I don't even think...
Sorry.
I know I think there's a Toys R Us at the American Dream Mall.
Half teaspoon salt, half teaspoon baking soda. Jacques, we don't have any baking soda. Will grape soda work instead? Roughly translated.
Again, $5 gift certificate to like at Target, Kmart. You rode that Ferris wheel? Sick.
Okay, first thing we gotta do is cream the butter. Jacques, you sure you want me to cream the butter? I mean, this is a family show.
I'm fine.
Alright, I'm under orders from the French. Take that, you
Oof, sorry her little library got rained on. So I don't have a little well, I feel like if I had a little library, all the books I would put in them would be really stupid.
Until it's well creamy. Then you add the 2 sugars gradually to the creamy butter. Now remember, boomers, gradually means just a little bit at a time. So, a little sugar, a little mix. A little sugar, a little mix. A little sugar, a little mix. Alright. Then you mix this until the batter is creamy. Yes, Jock, I've gotten the message about creaming. Next, you beat the egg. Aw, man.
The problem is, all the books I have, I guess I have 4 volumes of Tokyo Pop's Peach Girl translation that I could give away. That's a book I don't really want. I got it at half-price books for like $1. And I was like, I'll read these one day. I never did. Man, I haven't been to a half-price books in forever.
Oh, Jock here suggested beat the egg with a fork. Anyway, mix in the egg and a half teaspoon.
I should read the Tech War books. I've been meaning to read some Stephen King because I've been watching that new Welcome to Derry series on HBO, which I liked until it turned into a video game. Now they have to go around finding 13 magic shards to trap Penny. The government needs to trap Pennywise with the magic shards. I've never been to Unclaimed Baggage, but I like that Hoggle is there and he looks horrible. I'd like to go to Unclaimed Baggage sometime, if only to see the horrible Hoggle. Yeah, half-price books was much better for comic books than it was for friggin' video games, so I was surprised. Oh man, you're close to Unclaimed Baggage? Nice. Welcome, Sepasai. I'm not gonna crash. See? 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 I'm fine. I'm driving normal. Yeah, I'm no longer near half-price books anymore, so that sucks.
Right, Jack? So we do 1 spoonful onto the cookie sheet and let.
No, I mean Hoggle. Hoggle. He is a horrible puppet that is at I think it's Hoggle. I'm pretty sure his name is Hoggle. He's a Jim Henson puppet that's at Unclaimed Baggage, and he looks really bad. Chat, is it Hoggle that's at Unclaimed Baggage? I forget. I think it's Hoggle. From Labyrinth, yeah, that's Hoggle, yeah. You've seen Awful Hoggle? Oh, that's so cool! I want to see Awful Hoggle. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make it to Austin.
Good idea.
You know what poison is, right? It's what you use to kill rats. Stuff the wicked queen with the apple in, try to get rid of Snow White. Well, there's a deadly poison out there that not only kills, it tricks the human body into wanting more, while it does the job.
What if you knew there were pushers trying to lure your sister or brother into getting hooked on this poison? You'd be a little scared, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Angry or downright mad?
Well, boomers, that's exactly how we feel, because this isn't just some dumb news. This is happening in our town, and in your town, and all over this country. The poison we're talking about is tobacco.
I knew it was anti-cigarettes. I was like, this is gonna be anti-smoking, isn't it?
If you're like most people, you never thought about it exactly like this. I mean, cigarettes aren't good for you maybe, but come on, poison, pushers, it's going a little overboard.
This is exactly what cigarette companies are spending $5 billion a year to make you think. The truth is, there are only a couple of differences between sleazy neighborhood drug dealers who sell the cocaine and heroin that lathers up so many lives, and the men and women in business suits who push cigarettes.
Yeah, fuck the tobacco industry. Get their ass.
Way more. Oh yeah, there's one other difference. What the cigarette pushers do is legal. Why? That's exactly what this story is about.
One thing, if you ever look at a lot of Joe Camel advertisements, you will notice that Joe Camel is very clearly giving a cigarette to someone much shorter and smaller than him. I'm not fooling. I can think of many multiple ads where it's literally like a ground up perspective at Joe Camel. It's so funny. It's just like, you weren't even trying, dudes.
In issue 7, volume 1.
Oh, I hate, no, I'm with you. I'm against Zyn ads and snooze ads. It's like, no, I'm against tobacco ads online. That's awful.
Ask people who
Yeah, it always looks like the perspective on a lot of Joe Camel ads really looks like it's from a child's perspective. It's crazy.
4,000 reasons cigarettes don't taste very good. That's how many chemicals there are in cigarettes. One of those is hydrogen cyanide. Like nicotine, a deadly poison. Another is formaldehyde.
Yeah, I like the one where it looks like Joe Camel's run you over and he's offering you a cigarette.
I guess the next question has to be, what do people enjoy?
I've seen Zyn advertised a lot with podcasters. Not the podcasters I watch, but podcasters I definitely don't watch.
Now their bodies need nicotine. When they don't get it, they get nervous.
This sounds kind of like hitting yourself over the head with a hammer. It feels good when you stop. I mean, let me get this straight. Here's something that tastes terrible when you start. And then, once you get going, you only do it because you're hooked. You feel terrible if you don't.
That sounds about right. Oh, and then it kills you.
Man, oh man, and people pay for this stuff?
Well, most teenagers...
They pay like $11 a pack for it now, 15 in certain places.
Cigarette companies earn 1.5
Not me though, I quit. I'm glad I quit, because again, that's money I can use for smoothies.
Most kids get pretty tired of everyone telling
Zyn is chewing tobacco, but it's in a little pouch.
We're gonna help you get to know the cigarette pushers a little better. You can decide on your own if you want to end up like one of their good customers.
Sean Marseille was a good customer for the U.S. Tobacco Company. When he was just 12 years old, he went to a rodeo in his home state of Oklahoma, where he was given a free sample of their smokeless tobacco. Smokeless tobacco, or snuff, is tobacco people put in their mouths instead of smoke.
Sean was a runner, soon to be voted the school's most outstanding athlete. Strangely enough, he chose not to smoke cigarettes because he wanted to stay in shape. What he didn't know was that snuff, like all tobacco, contains poisonous nicotine.
Snuff isn't any more fun than cigarettes to use in the beginning. It burns the user's mouth and can make you sick. But Sean got into it, and after a while, he started using it regularly. 6 years later, he noticed a white sore in his mouth. It was cancer. Doctors had to take out part of his tongue.
Ugh.
Sean knew his running days were over. Now all he wanted to do was get well enough so he could travel around the country and tell kids how scary tobacco is. But he never got the chance. A few months later, another tumor was discovered in his mouth. No longer able to eat, doctors had to insert a feeding tube into his neck.
Jesus.
He died a few weeks later at the age of 19.
Was it an accident that a youngster like Sean started using tobacco? Like most tobacco pushers, the U.S. Tobacco Company has said a number of times they don't market tobacco.
They redid the awful hoggle? Okay, good.
Here's what the president of U.S. Tobacco proudly told a newspaper reporter back in 1970.
We've gotten excellent sales from young people. In Texas today, a kid wouldn't dare go to school without a can in his Levi's.
Maybe this guy just, misspoke?
Yeah, except the same company received a letter from an Alabama high school student complaining about the high cost of snuff. What did U.S. Tobacco do? Right back and tell the student he's too young to be using tobacco? Nope. They sent him a free case.
Jesus!
Wow, with all this information about the dangers of tobacco, how could these people continue to sell it, much less lie to people about what it does to you?
Well, surprise, boomers. It's all about money. Whole bucket load.
Anyways, now you get your nicotine through smooth, beautiful vaping.
Now, when you are making that much money from a product that slowly kills people, it helps if you don't think about what you're doing. Psychologists did an experiment in which a group of people were asked to do a real boring job. Afterwards, they were told a new group was coming in to do the same work. As a favor, would they mind telling the new people this work was fun?
As part of the experiment, researchers bribed them for telling them.
I'm fine.
They gave some $1 and some $25.
I'll find a filling station.
$1 said afterwards that they felt guilty about lying. Some of them even tried to make themselves believe the work really had been fun. But the people who were paid a lot...
Yeah, Hoggle looks like that because of Zyn.
Whoa, so what does that mean?
I'm no scientist, but it seems to me the more money you're paid...
Also, if I'm
the easier
talking
it is to
about
do
drugs,
something
you shouldn't do
without
chat.
worrying too much about it.
Don't drink kratom drinks. Those things are horrible for you.
In 1984, Greg Louganis was America's best male springboard diver. Greg used to smoke cigarettes until a 12-year-old fan admitted he smoked because he wanted to be like Greg. The athlete had been looking for a reason to quit, and this was it. But quitting tobacco wasn't enough. Greg started working with health groups to get out the word about tobacco. The American Cancer Society thought, wow, a world-class athlete who used to smoke. What a great guy to be the national chairman of their educational campaign about smoking.
There was only one problem. Greg practiced diving in the town of Mission Viejo, California. Mission Viejo is owned by Philip Morris, a company that just so happens to be one of the world's biggest cigarette pushers.
Wait, they own the whole town?
Yeah, well, remember, you make a lot of money selling tobacco. You gotta do something with all of it.
Mission Viejo's owned by Marlboro?
Not Kool-Aid and hot dogs and 7-Up, but the companies that make Kool-Aid and Oscar Mayer hot dogs and 7-Up.
Anyway, the place where Greg trained was also...
Mission Viejo's a tobacco
In a
town?
roundabout way, his coach worked for it.
Huh?
Guess who?
Word filtered down from the cigarette pushers that if Greg accepted the job talking to kids about tobacco, we'd have to find another place to train. Now remember, Greg didn't work for this tobacco company. He simply swam in their pool. These guys said, "It's my ball. If you don't play by my rules, I'll take it and go home."
Alright, I need to find a
Greg
gas
couldn't leave his coach
station.
so close to the Olympics, so we had to say no to the American Cancer Society. What makes Philip Morris even more of a bully is that they have been taking out all of these ads saying they have a right to advertise cigarettes because of the First Amendment to the Constitution.
Okay, there's a
The
gas
one having
station
to do
here.
with free speech. Mr. Morris, where was your love of free speech when this guy wanted to volunteer his time to teach kids about...
Literally never heard of that.
Good news, Greg won 2 gold medals at the Olympics. Philip Morris offered him big bucks to endorse...
They were required, they sold Mission Viejo? Good.
You know, the way some
I didn't know they owned Mission Viejo. That's crazy. I used to live in California. Wow. But it is crazy that this children's educational tape is actually teaching me a lot.
U.S. Tobacco and Philip Morris aren't the only 2 cigarette companies talking out of both sides of their mouth. Recently, the R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company put out a bunch of ads telling kids not to smoke.
But oops, here's what one guy who worked for the company wrote to his coworkers.
Uh-huh.
If our company is to survive and prosper over the long term, we must get our share of the youth market. He went on to say that maybe their company needed a new cigarette. It could be advertised as a way to deal with the pressure of being a teenager.
R.J. Reynolds says, big deal, that was just one guy talking. Besides, we never took his advice. Well, boomers, you be the judge. You see, it just so happens R.J. Reynolds is the proud father of a guy named Joe King.
Oh, here we go.
You should. Studies have shown that 9 out of 10 6-year-olds know who Joe Camel is. 3 out of 10 3-year-olds recognize him. As many kids can identify him as Mickey Mouse.
Well, Mrs. Reynolds, since of course you don't advertise cigarettes to kids, isn't it an amazing coincidence that so many kids are drawn to this character? Maybe even the same...
I'm with you. Kratom drink should be illegal. I do not think kratom should be legal. That's my opinion.
Favorite cigarette. Maybe the same coincidence.
Itinerant Soldier, you are thinking of K2 and Spice.
I mean, forget about all the pusher ads showing you a young man and woman with really bright smiles racing across the grass. If their ads had...
Yeah, no, kratom's different. It's...
You got this boy and girl with yellow-stained teeth leaning up against a telephone pole, coughing away.
Yeah, crocodile.
And then a voice would come over the top. How about another pack, boys and girls? They may not taste good. They make your clothes and hair stink. They may be expensive, and sooner or later, they're gonna kill you.
It
But
just
hey,
seemed like another sad case
don't
of
let
people
any of
killing
those
each
other
other.
stories tell you any different.
We've done our best to tell you everything we know about the dangers of tobacco and the kind of people that push cigarettes. We thought it would be interesting now for you to listen to what a man who worked for the cigarette companies has to say. a man who has smoked his whole life.
But yeah, the new thing you gotta watch out for is Kratom drinks. There's a drink out there. It looks like 5 Hour Energy. It's called Feel Free, and people are getting crazy hooked on it. Don't.
I started when I was 13 years old.
I tried one Kratom capsule once, and I've heard it, a friend described it as like all the worst parts of being drunk, but you're completely sober. Yeah, that's basically it. It sucks.
But cigars are just as deadly as cigarettes.
That's fair. Yeah, that's the thing. I actually can do okay painkiller wise, like not so bad, and
the peer pressure was enormous.
And Kratom's good if you're having like really bad pain, which I thought I was, but no, it's too much for me.
They all smoked.
I guess that hasn't changed. Philip Morris paid $350,000 so that 007 would smoke their cigarettes in a James Bond movie.
Your billboards, more doctors smoke Camel and recommend Camel than any other cigarettes. Your Lucky
Yeah, the Feel Free thing in particular is just, it feels particularly evil because they're literally advertising it as a fucking alternative to drinking. And they're like, hey, if you're trying to quit drinking, why not try our drink? And I'm like, that's so evil.
One of the group of young people is involved as a smoker, and by thinking that it's cool to smoke, and he will convince the others to start.
The cigarette companies keep on saying they don't try to get kids hooked on cigarettes.
They can say as much as they want
All right.
that they're opposed to having minors smoke. But as people like me die off, and it's killing me and my generation, there's 500,000 a year that are dying of smoking. There's another 4 to 5
trying to see where my home is here.
a year who are either quitting or dying of other causes.
Where is my home location?
They've got to replace that. Otherwise, in 15 or 20 years, they're out of business.
I think
Nobody
that's
will be
it.
smoking anymore. Okay. They've got 3,000 kids a day starting to smoke. There's your million a year to make up for the million people like me who are dying off. Don't believe them. Of course they want kids to smoke. They've got to. Otherwise, they're going to be out of
I remember salvia at the I never had salvia, by the way. Literally, kratom is the only, like, and it was, by the way, I didn't have a kratom drink. I had kratom powder tea, and yeah. Apparently, the powder and the capsules are a lot harder to get addicted to than the drink, so. But I would much rather do other, I got alternatives that are better for me.
They're not stupid people. They're brilliant businessmen.
Remember when you could get K2 everywhere? That was crazy. Remember to get bath salts everywhere?
And they're smart, if not smarter than I was. And I knew what the danger was, and I'm sure that they do. They must know what the danger is. They're not dumb. Of course they know.
Yeah, the problem is that they put way too much kratom in the drinks. It's way more kratom than you would get in other forms. And then they mix the kratom with kava in those drinks, which, you know, doesn't help. Excuse me?
More than die from all automobile accidents, all murders, all suicides, AIDS.
That guy!
The Vietnam War and the Korean War combined.
He went flying into me. I was too busy thinking of kava, I guess. It's fine. It's fucking fine. I'm a fine driver. I'm driving normally. Don't worry about it, kids. Let's not think about this.
Was to make sure that there was no legislation introduced or passed which would harm them in any way. Know that it causes cancer, but I never realized the depth of the suffering that it causes. Until you get it, you don't realize it. But the people who run these tobacco companies are following the American way, which is to go out and make money and sell your products.
Yeah, I've never made a car go airborne before. It just fucking... This is why I don't drive in real life.
Product, which happens to kill people, which is what tobacco does. As long as it stays legal, and they're going to fight to make sure it does stay legal, then they're going to do it.
Well, how come you're talking against tobacco now?
I feel that I did some damage. I hurt people with my lobbying.
Honestly, honestly good for this tobacco lobbyist being like, fuck it, I'm talking to kids about why tobacco sucks.
And I fought to stop bills which would stop young people from smoking. I knew what I was doing. I was a big boy. I mean, I took their money, and I fought the good battle. But I'm ashamed of what I did, and I think maybe if I can help just a few people to stop, or a few young people not to start, then maybe I've done some good, and all this will not have been in vain.
I can't thank you enough for speaking with us, Mr. Crawford.
Wow, that takes some guts to stand up and say you were wrong to the whole world.
Yeah, you know, it sounds pretty obvious that cigarette pushers are playing kids for sacks. They say they don't want to sell them to us. Then they have secret meetings between themselves to talk about how to get us hooked. They say they don't think cigarettes are harmful, even though there have been 50,000 scientific studies over the years, almost all of them linking tobacco with disease.
Like Mr. Crawford says, they're not stupid. They're the ones buying towns in California.
Yeah, and we're the ones getting sick.
Can't believe they owned Mission Viejo. That's crazy to me.
Trademark is a big idea for us to get both sides to every story.
That's like if, like, Philip Morris owned Abilene or something.
Just in case we're missing something, we decided to call up the cigarette companies to hear what they had to say. All the ones we called told us to talk to a company called the Tobacco Institute. So we called them up, and their spokesperson said they didn't talk to kids' publications about cigarettes, because they didn't want it to sound like they want kids to start smoking.
Well, Mr. Spokesperson, we think we hear the clucks of a chicken. The people we love are going to get sick and die from the stuff you sell.
Here it is.
The least you can do.
I drove all the way from Seattle to Austin in one stream.
Sleep at night.
It all boils down to this, boomers. The cigarette pushers don't care about people.
That's true.
They're gonna make money on our friends and family until our government finally...
Oh my god. What a... Oh, let me stretch here. What a drive.
They don't force anyone to start smoking. Are we going to pay to play their stupid little game?
I'm not going back to Seattle.
And tell them to get out of town.
That's the big idea.
Remember when Marlboro was going to have an Atari Lynx console? That was funny.
You were asleep. You think you've got problems? In Manchester, England.
Okay, let's see some jobs.
A basic normal kid. Until she came down with a headache. From that time on, she started writing everything backwards and upside down. Of course, it's kind of hard for teachers and friends to read anything she wrote, and she was getting...
That's a lot of money.
But there's nothing like a win by your favorite soccer team to cure your troubles, right? A year after Vicky first started...
A frack tank?
She was watching her soccer team on TV. She got so excited after a goal by Manchester United that she jumped out of her seat and banged her head against the table. The next day, she was reading and writing normally again.
Okay, there's a lot of places here.
Don't try this at home.
San Antonio to Fresno.
Now for all of you out there suffering from the heartbreak of smelly feet.
Houston
now,
to...
Don't worry, you don't have to drink it.
Hmm.
You soak your feet in it.
What?
According to Health Magazine, 3 times a week should do the trick. Oh yeah, and don't try to stuff those doggies into your mom's fancy teacup. You need 5 tea bags and a pint of water. I tried it, and my feet turned brown.
Why are none of these in
They smell
Austin?
pretty good, though. And what researchers are calling the zoological highlight of the decade. Ooh, I bet you're on the edge of your seats.
I am.
Peter Funch and Reinhard Christensen have discovered a new phylum of life forms. A phylum is a classification just below that of kingdom. There are about 1.3 million known animal species.
Shit, should I go back to Oregon?
To only 35 known
I wondered, okay, they used to make a lot of generic cigarettes that you could put, like, your own logo on. I'm not sure who manufactured those. I want to say it's probably, like,
Symbion Pandora.
some generic manufacturer, but I don't know who manufactured generic cigarettes.
On the lips of lobsters, of course. Now, don't ask me what these guys were doing looking at lobster lips, but the next time you go out to eat with Mom and Pop, you better bring along a microscope and a zoology book. You may discover a new phylum. Hey, why think small? You may happen on a veritable kingdom.
Not a lot of
While we're talking
Austins.
about weird science, author Sylvia Branzel thinks it's odd.
Okay, let's just do
cigarettes
this.
has been around for millions of years, and we don't have
The Clack cigarettes they're mild sevens. I've heard of mild sevens. Okay. Thank you, Obscuratory. Sorry, I was very curious about that.
Those things. Sounds like my kind of book. Finally, an inspirational story for all you would-be heroes.
Okay.
Larry Champagne, a fifth grader from St. Louis, Missouri, was on his school bus when the driver collapsed from a stroke. Larry went into action, jamming on the brakes, grabbing the wheel, and bringing the bus to a stop.
Smart kid.
The bus did hit guardrails and a truck, but no one was seriously injured. So a big fat boomerang congratulations to Larry.
Yeah, good job saving everyone's life, kid. You have a recurring nightmare about being forced to smoke the clack cigarettes. That's wonderful. I wonder what the Dukakis cigarettes were. You've seen the Dukakis cigarettes, right?
5 months without anyone yelling at you to get up. No alarm clocks. No bangs on the door. No voices up the stairway. Of course, you might be in for a little surprise when you wake up. Like 1, 2, sometimes even 3 hairless little cubs born.
Not in the tank, no.
Yeah, come to think of it, I don't mind that bang on the door so much after all. Even in a state of hibernation, bears' bodies use up energy. That means when they climb into their den for the winter, they better have some meat on them. And that means they have to put down the grub in late summer and autumn. And that they do, chowing for 18 to 20 hours a day, and they can consume as much as 80 pounds of food. What's on the menu? About everything that isn't nailed down. But that doesn't necessarily rule out the back seats of cars. Actually, there is nothing they like better than a nice, tasty elk. Meat not only tastes good, but it's a great source of protein.
That's true. Meat is a good source of protein.
Elks might not cooperate, so it's down to the river for some trout, or into the woods for pine nuts. It might be happy to munch on a little grass, and if a squirrel makes a mistake of passing by, boom, dessert. Grizzlies have even been known to jam their paw into anthills, licking ants off their fingers like a little kid. Grizzlies aren't always into natural food. Despite years of Yogi Bear cartoons, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and cookies are still easy scores from campers whose best bear-proofing gimmicks can't fool the real Yogi. Unopened cans? Not for long. Not when you've got 5-inch claws. Grizzlies keep them sharp by scraping them against tree bark. Whole bunches of bears have been known to use the same tree for generations. You know, your neighborhood claw sharpener. If campers get too smart, it's off to the dump.
Thank you.
Up to 1,100 pounds. You've heard of cowbells, but would you believe there are such things as bear bells? But instead of bears wearing them so you know where they are, you wear them so bears know where you are. And I think the last thing you want to do is let a 500-pound grizzly bear know you're coming. Okay,
Fine.
guys, time for dinner. But it actually makes sense. Grizzlies are like my Uncle Norbert. They don't like surprises. Bears certainly don't mind ransacking the camp, but they will usually avoid a confrontation with its owners. If taken by surprise, though, animal instincts take over. They'll charge. And I mean charge. They've been clocked as fast as 36 miles per hour. So even if you're a world-class sprinter, you're not gonna make it. That reminds me of the story of 2 guys walking out in the woods. Jack tells Joe if a grizzly comes after them, he is going to run. Run? Joe says. That's the stupidest possible thing you can do. Oh, I don't have to be faster than the bear. I just have to be faster than you. The truth is, more people die of bee stings and rattlesnakes.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of vote for Joe Camel stuff out there. There's a lot of crazy Joe Camel merch. I've been curious about getting the Joe Camel mug that's shaped like his head. There's a lot of those on sale.
That's because the only thing you can be absolutely sure of with a grizzly bear is that you can't be sure of anything. They're extremely intelligent and coordinated creatures. How many 500-pound beasts do you know who can unscrew the top off a jar? Well, besides your Uncle Norbert. Hundreds and hundreds of years ago, the grizzlies were kings and queens of the West. Except for other grizzlies, they had no natural enemies. It was not uncommon for some of them to grow to weigh 1,500 pounds. Not surprisingly, Native Americans had a great deal of respect for the bear. They called it great-grandfather. If a grizzly had to be killed for raiding an Indian camp, they first issued a formal apology. In the late 1800s, humans flooded grizzly.
Man, there's a windbreaker for camel wides that I thought is kind of cool.
And suddenly, two species of animals who weren't used to sharing had to share. The animals with the repeating rifles won. Now grizzlies are an endangered species.
It's Longview.
There's an old Indian
Okay, let's go to
proverb that
Longview.
says,
Fuck it.
when a pine needle falls in the forest, the eagle sees it, the deer hears it, the bear smells
Joe
it.
Camel a boo-boo!
Every sense of smell is so sharp we can't even imagine what it would be like. Out for a Sunday stroll, we might suddenly take a hard left and follow.
Man, Philip Morris, RJ Reynolds wishes it could do fucking Laboo Joe Camel.
Being king of North America, the grizzly never had to develop sneakiness as a weapon. Sure enough, they are far from delicate. It's more like, what's under this rock? Maybe got something to eat here. Nope. Might be something inside that house though. Think I'll just knock down this door and tear this refrigerator apart. Definitely not the kind of character you want to take home to meet your mom and dad. Other than feeding, the most important thing a grizzly bear will do is dig and design its winter quarters. As we all know, the top priority...
What am I hauling? Good question. I think cardboard boxes.
They do have to be well constructed though. If the entrance isn't hidden well
What
enough,
am I hauling?
intruders might
Waste
ambush
paper,
you
yep.
while sleeping.
Cardboard boxes,
If the den
baby.
isn't sealed correctly, frigid air will seep in and the bear will freeze to death.
Uh-oh.
A grizzly may select a cave or hollowed out tree that fits the bill, but usually it selects a slightly sloping hillside under a tree and digs in. Its powerful shoulders make the grizzly a digging machine. The first 3 or 4 feet is a tunnel just big enough for a big bear to squeeze through. Then it digs out a slightly larger bedroom. The den shouldn't be too big because once it's sealed off by winter snow, our friend is counting on body heat to keep the temperature nice and cozy all winter long. But it does have to be big enough to allow the bear to stretch and change positions every once in a while. And there's one final detail. Have you ever wrestled with an itchy blanket or lumpy mattress all night long?
Yeah.
Well, when you're going to be bagging
Oh,
for 5 months, you don't want to cut corners with the bedding.
Chat, don't worry about it. I'm not going the wrong way down a one-way street. It's fine.
Okay, let's put
It's
some of
fine.
this
It's
here.
fine.
Oh,
See?
no.
We're totally
That will
fine.
never do.
Not a
A
problem.
wise bear crawls in during the first
Joe
winter
Camel
storm,
blank
so
cassette
snow
tapes.
not
Oh
only
my
seals the
god.
entrance, but covers its tracks. I wonder, Yogi.
I already knew about the hard pack. I didn't know they had
Alright,
blank
into the
cassettes.
comfy bedroom. What are you thinking about? This is Rachel with another natural wonder.
Okay.
That's it for this issue, Boomers, but stay tuned. Next month, we'll have a new story from the Elevator Man. And for all of you cybernets out there, you can send us email at boomspacekids@aol.com. But our regular address works just fine for a pen or pencil.
Okay.
261 La Honda, California, 94020. So take care of each other out there, Boomers, and remember, it all comes back.
All right. Thank you so much for listening to some kind of dull computer tapes and a very interesting issue of Boomerang. I appreciate y'all hanging out during the drive. That was fun. All right. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow with Danny on Retro Pals. Let me give a shout out there. Retro Pals. Also, if you want to hear the cassettes I've been playing, I actually have a playlist of them on YouTube, not YouTube, Archive. Let me just link to it in case any of you want to listen to these tapes somewhere else. Yeah, it was a pretty good issue of Boomerang. Boomerang is like surprisingly good. Every time I listen to it, I'm always like, oh, this has gotten pretty good. Thank you all so very much for watching. Let me find someone to raid. Let's see here. Oh, they were just in chat. How about we raid and beyond? They are fighting September requests with Necrotech. Sounds fun. All right, folks, thank you so very much for showing up, for hanging out. I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope you have a good evening, and I'll see y'all on Retro Pals tomorrow. Bye-bye.